sun is beating down on the asphalt plains. 40,000 horses pulling on the reins. I can feel the rumble in the hollow of my chest. Today we put the metal and the spirit to the test. Mechanics in the pit with the grease on their hands. A sea of colors rising in the crowded stands. The green flag drops and the world goes blurred. The loudest thunder that you ever have heard. It's a high-speed chase for a crown of gold. Stories of the legends that have yet to be told. Banked on the edge where the rubber meets the bone. Fighting for the lead and the glory alone. Left turn, living at 200 per hour. Chasing down the dream and the engine power. Chasing down the dream and the engine power. Drafting on the bumper of the number 3. Looking for a gap that the others can't see. Paint color swapping on the backstretch run. Getting real hot underneath the southern sun. My vision is a tunnel and my heart is a drum. Waiting for the moment when the openings come. I'm white knuckle tied on the carbon fiber wheel. Guided by the spirit and the strength of the steel. It's a high-speed chase for a crown of gold. Stories of the legends that have yet to be told. Banked on the edge where the rubber meets the bone. Fighting for the lead and the glory alone. Left turn, living at 200 per hour. Chasing down the dream and the engine power. Chasing down the dream and the engine power. Three wide through the tri-oval floor. Can't hear the radio above the roar. The checkered flag is waiting in the hazy heat. Decided by an inch or a fraction of a beat. It's a high-speed chase for a crown of gold. Stories of the legends that have yet to be told. Banks on the edge where the rubber meets the bone. Fighting for the lead and the glory alone. Left turn, living at 200 per hour. Chasing down the dream and the engine power. Burn the tires down till the smoke fills the sky. Underneath the lights where the champions fly. Yeah, we're rolling home. Yeah, we're rolling home. Thunder at the turn.
Everybody, what's up? Valhalla Sports Talk is on the air. NASCAR Cup Series Racing. It's the Pennzoil 400 from Las Vegas Motor Speedway, and Valhalla Sports Talk is here for all the action. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Little NASCAR racing today, followed by some USA baseball. Looking forward to it, y'all. Looking forward to it. Got one of my arms tied behind my back as Streamlabs is continuing to fail me. But that's all right. That's going to be fixed this week, one way or another. One way or another. I refuse to send these sumbitches money when their shit don't work. But anywho, let me do some shout outs to the earlier rivals. Shelby Minnick is in the house. Done with the winner, I bet. That should be a fun race. Going to be tough to beat Larson today, says Brandon B. What's up, Brandon B? This race is set to start at 1 o'clock today. 1 o'clock. So we're about 25 minutes early. But I got quite the deal here. We'll figure it out. We'll make it happen, irregardless of Streamlabs being a shit platform to stream on. But hope everybody's having a good Sunday. Beautiful day in the AZ, sunny. Probably about 80 degrees out there right now as we make our push for 100 degrees this week here in Arizona, while Shelby is shoveling snow in Michigan. But this week we are at Vegas. The point standings right up here as we sit. Let's go through that at least once here. This is the current point standings in the Cup Series. Betting is open. Use your Valhalla Sports Talk points. They're like points, but with a V to bet the winner of the game. Choices are manufacturers, right? Chevy, Ford, Toyota. Boogity, 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 says Shelby Minnick. This race will be shown on Fox Sports 1 on your local cable or streaming device. Yeah, Vegas, y'all. Vegas. Carmen Don Allen has already shared out the streams. Thank you, Carmen. Appreciate it. Appreciate the share out. But here, let's go through these point standings, y'all. So you got Reddick on top with those 3 wins. Then Ryan Blaney in the 2 spot as after he won last week. And then everybody else still looking for their first win in 2026. Keith Inman is in the house. What's up, Keith? What is up? But those are the points as we start today in the Cup Series. I got to get my list, don't I? I don't need my cheat sheet because the shit don't work, but I do need my driver list for everybody. But shout out to the 24 early arrivals up in here. I would like to ask you to please hit that subscribe, give the video a like. We are kind of stuck there as well, y'all. The subs are not coming in. They are not coming in, y'all. Take my time, I guess, and find it. Yeah, hit the sub, give the video a like.
Subscribe to Valhalla Sports Talk. Let's go!
I don't know where the like is. You. That you all haven't experienced 4 feet of snow in 2 days. I have not. Appreciate it, Joe. Appreciate the share out. Just do what I can do, y'all. I'm just going to do what I can do.
Hit the like on the video or stream. Yeah, hit that like button. Do it now!
Kyle Busch seeking his first win in 97 races. Trying for his first dub in long-ass time for Kyle Busch in that 8. I have 4 drivers I've bet on DraftKings today to win. Obviously, not necessarily predicting who will win, but I took Tyler Reddick. $5 bet pays 55. I took Hocevar. A $5 bet pays 85. I took Ty Gibbs. A $5 bet pays 65. And I took Connor Zilic as my long shot. A $5 bet pays $4.55. So those are my my bets today. All right, looks like we got live leaderboard active, so let's go ahead and try to dial that bad boy in. I'm trying Microsoft Edge today. And of course it doesn't have the leaderboard on it. It'll come up in a minute. I don't know, y'all. Frustrated, y'all. I'm absolutely frustrated with everything. Winds in Ohio were super strong on Friday, says Paul Greenwell. So what do I do here? Start from scratch, I guess. So this is the bubbles. Turn that off for now. Let's open another one. I stand by, chat. All right, so we're lined up. Get this over to the deal as well. I know what's going to happen next already. Yep, I know what's going to happen next already.
Well, it's a little less than some, which means that these cars, they drive off the front right wheel, not the the rear wheel. And the cars that raced yesterday, everybody kind of drove those off of that rear right tire. Those cars like to slide. These cars hate sliding. When they start sliding, they get out of control really, really fast.
Getting it so angry.
It's guys checking up, trying to get onto the pit road. So you really got to have your skill
What's up,
set
hard
figured out
nose?
here when it comes time to go to the pit road, especially under green
What's up,
flag conditions.
Lioness?
And a lot of times that happens at the end of these races here in Las Vegas. It is a fun, fast racetrack. We're going to have fun being your eyes and ears all afternoon here at Vegas.
Thank you so much, Pat Patterson and Andrew Curlin. Looking forward to your call. We'll take it from
One
Pat
more
out of
screen.
turn
I
number
got to
4
get
with it on the
relocked
front
in.
straightaway, the straightaway that is anything but straight. A lot of room for these drivers to maneuver below the apron, above, up against the outside wall. Going to be exciting. When we come back, Brad and I will start to break down some of the strategy as we get you set for pre-race ceremonies for the Pennzoil 400.
From fueling NASCAR champions on the track for over 20 years to innovating 94 octane, the highest octane on the market. Performance is what Sunoco
Before in a good spot, says Lioness. Now let's go through. I'll show you. Look to my right, your left.
Fuel used in NASCAR.
We'll shut that off for a minute. I didn't see him. Here we go. Right there, 9 position, the 9 spot. It's blurry. Well, I can't help you. I can't help you. That's as good as it gets. That's as good as she gets. Benjamin McKinney in the house. Again, a doubleheader today. Doubleheader on the channel. We got a cup racing, followed by USA versus Dominican Republic in World Baseball Classic action. All right, track condition currently orange. So Bell will start on the pole, Hamlin outside pole. Lioness drops a $10 Canadian. Valhalla, holla. Appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Thank you for your support.
Hasn't started yet. Chris Davis in the house. What's up, Chris? Good afternoon. Debbie Myers. Good afternoon. All right, we got about 8 minutes, Chad. About 8 minutes to the pre-race deal, the Invocation and the national anthem. It's a good look at the track, y'all. Just that little patch of grass on the dog leg there on the front stretch. What's up, Russ? Russ the Hunter up in here, up in here. Who you got winning today, chat? Who you got winning? Let's get some predictions on who's going to win today. Looks like stage one is going to be 80 laps. Total laps in the race will be 267. $267 total laps. Again, just for redo, the race is going to be shown today on Fox Sports 1, not regular Fox. Nick Carter from the Backstreet Boys in the house. Looks like he's lost a lot of weight. Ace Elliott. Larson's going to win, Chris. Gideon in the house. What's up, Gideon? $24 all the way, says Lioness. Larson's tough to bet, I guess. I think Briscoe's surprise, says Brandon B. There you go. Wallace is my pick to win, says Hard Nose. Reviewing SVG for the Aussies. Who's Tiffany Strat? Myers in the house, says Kyle Larson. Oh, Tiffany Stratton is a WWE wrestler. Omiwai. All right, so I'm going to go off camera for about 3 minutes. We're about 4 minutes away from the start of this puppy. Make sure to vote in the poll. If you haven't, make sure to like the video, the stream. That's the only thing that helps me with the YouTube algorithm. I'll be right back. Why is AI Valhalla making noise? Briscoe says he feels good about his race car today. The Toyotas in practice were fast. Here we go. They're interviewing Zilich. Funny interview with Zilich here, y'all. Or with Zilich. Look at Zilich's fire suit, y'all. It looks like it has tassels, like it's a Western outfit, like he's got a belt buckle. Looks like a beautiful day in Vegas as well. They do expect wind to be a factor in today's race. Driver introductions are going on right now. And then shortly we'll have Invocation and the national anthem, followed shortly thereafter by the command to fire the engines. They're getting right into the anthem, y'all. All right, so I will go silent for the national anthem and the invocation. All right, invocation complete. Okay, Foreigner is singing the national anthem. A national anthem complete, a flyover by 3 A10s. A10 A10 has been decommissioned by the military. I'm not sure why they're still up there. Good luck, everyone. This is Lioness. All right, we should get going right when they get back, y'all. We get the command to start engines. We'll rate that on a scale from 1 to 10, with 10 being best.
Race fans will be. Bring yourself, bring your friends, bring your cooler. Just don't blink. It's not just a race.
It's Bristol, baby.
All right, we will be listening in on that radio today. So adjust your sound accordingly. I should be higher audio-wise than the sound, the radio, but hell, I don't know what works anymore on this Streamlabs stuff. I don't know what works. But shout out to the 59 in the house. Oh, 45 says hard node. A little promo video here right quick before they get started. Blaney's still wearing that hat with Pennzoil upside down. Guess I'm not cool anymore, y'all, because I have no idea why you want to do that. It never came out, DG. I never saw the 22 release. I checked yesterday, I believe, late. Yep, the A10 Warthog, the tank crew's worst nightmare if you're on the opposing army. Beverage of choice, I got me some water with some flavor in there, some flavor packet. You're going to go with you, Darvish, for the win, huh, Bostrom? All right, so on the screen while they're racing, I'll have the top 9 displayed, but I will go through the field quite often during the race. Listen in on these boys.
7, 8, 10, and 23, 25 because the years, the months, and the days. But I'm the person who plays green.
But we go to Ryan Blaney for the
Oh, it looks like they're still being used, but I know they shut them down. They shut down the big wing here in Tucson.
We had dinner with some mutual friend of ours, and she was.
I don't see them flying around here like I used to all the time.
Like spoke words to each other. She didn't know anything about.
Bob Phipps in the house watching from the doctor's hospital, pneumonia.
Dating, which was always fun.
So there are all
Holy
kinds of
shit,
ways to win in
Bobby.
Vegas, and our drivers are looking.
How the hell did you get pneumonia? Man, I hope you get better. Absolutely hope he gets better. Damn. I remember, y'all, when they give the command to start engines, I need you to rate it on a scale from 1 to 10, with 10 being best. You heard that a new Super A10 is coming? Here we go. Command to start engines. Jonathan Davis from Korn. Here we go. Maybe the best one this year, y'all. You'd expect it from a guy that's the lead singer of Korn. I'm going to give that Start Your Engines a 7.2, chat. 7.2. Circle K has the best chicken quesadillas. Korn rocks. Yeah, get well, Bobby. Get well, man. Hope you get to feeling better. Well, I mean, a lot of people are watching it, Dave, Chris. A lot of people are watching it. But I understand that not everybody gets to hear it.
Premium Ford. Starting.
I do understand that a lot of people don't get to hear it.
In the Chili's, ride the Dente Chevrolet. Rolling off 18th will be Chase Briscoe in the Bass Pro Shops Toyota. Ross Chastain starts 17th in the Kubota Chevrolet. 16th will be Shane Van Gisbergen in the Superfile Chevrolet. Chase Elliott starts 15th in the Napa Auto Parts Chevrolet. 14th will be Eric Jones, the Dollar Tree Toyota. Daniel Suarez starts 13th in the Freeway Insurance Chevrolet. 12th will be Zane Smith, the Aaron's Rent-to-Own Ford. Starting 11th, Austin Dillon, the Brestree Chevrolet.
Working on it.
Today, it's Chris Buescher in the Smith's Farm Ridge Ford alongside William Byron in 9th in his Raptor Chevrolet. It's the Bodyguard Ford of Ryan Priest who starts on the outside of row 4 alongside Tyler Reddick in the Jordan brand Toyota. He'll start 7th. Starting 6th today, it's Ryan Blaney in the Menards Pennzoil Ford alongside Kyle Larson in the Hendrick.
There you go. Betting's still open, y'all, obviously. Chevrolet, Ford, or Toyota are your choices.
Toyota, and to his inside, Ty Gibbs in the Monster Energy
I think
Toyota.
I said Chevy.
And on the front row, to the outside, it's Denny Hamlin in the Yahoo Toyota. And on the pole with a speed of 187.156 miles per hour, it's the Interstate Batteries Toyota of Christopher Bell.
And that's your starting lineup for the Pennzoil 400 presented by Jiffy Lube.
The starting lineup brought to you by Hunt Brothers Pizza. At Hunt Brothers Pizza, we love racing and we love pizza. Visit huntbrotherspizza.com or download the app to find your next pizza.
Have you filed for disability benefits but were denied by the social?
All right, little commercial action. I typed Chevy the first time. There's the sphere and the old strip. Apparently, the strip is about 20 minutes from this racetrack. Cars are rolling off onto the track.
$3903.
I gives JGR, let's go, says Shelby. All right, so once they get going, y'all, we'll dial in the bubbles, and yeah, we'll get going for this deal. Christopher Bell, they're interviewing him on the telecast. He's 6th in points, 2 top 10s, best finished 2nd this year. He drives that number 20 Interstate Batteries car for Joe Gibbs Racing.
Jobs, fenders bending, tempers rising. It's the Food City.
Jay Ramos in the house, Bet 1000 Chevrolet. What's up, Jay? What's up, buddy? All right, they're going through the starting position for the field. I will scroll so you can look and see the same thing. Oh, 77 says Carmen.
Kyle Larson.
Oh, Wendy Venturini, what are you thinking?
Well, I ran into this couple after dinner last night. They were discussing how good they feel about Las Vegas this weekend. That was Jordan and Denny Hamlin. Denny won here in the fall, as we've noted before. He has 2 wins here at Las Vegas, and I feel pretty good about his odds after speaking to him last night. Denny Hamlin with Victory Lane.
Could be back-to-back for Denny Hamlin in the Yahoo Toyota this weekend, Nick Yeoman.
I like those picks. Yeah, going with Christopher Bell, Denny Hamlin, and Kyle Larson.
Yeah, it's gone, Jay Ramos. So, I saw a picture of it a couple months ago, and half of it is office buildings now.
Way down pit lane, so they can check that pit road speed, just 45 miles per hour. But the energy is building. It's been building for the last couple hours, Brad, as we're set to go racing.
Well, let's go back out to our turn announcers to get another view here of this 1.5-mile oval.
All right, on the telecast, they're coming down pit road right now to get their pit road speed.
Unfortunate for Andrew Curlin in turns 1 and 2. He was wearing a Blackhawk sweater.
It was tough, yes, for my Blackhawks, but I am high atop the Coca-Cola billboard here in turn number 2. 20 degrees of banking in turns 1 and 2, and what makes this really exciting is you have bumps, you have the wind, and you have multiple grooves of racing around this 1.5-mile racetrack. Yesterday, Chase Briscoe was riding inches apart from that yellow wall, making up a ton of speed and a lot of track position. It's going to be a lot of fun to watch from here in turns 1 and 2. As they make their way down the back straightaway, they'll come into the view of Pat Patterson.
Oh, thank you, Andrew, and happy race day, everybody. Once again, we'll mention it, D-shaped oval, which means the only time you're holding the wheel straight.
All right, so I have the audio off on the telecast.
That's where the drivers will obviously.
Oh, I just listened to the radio, just like you all.
20 degrees of banking. The bottom of the racetrack is ideal for these cars, but I have a feeling today, as tire wear persists, we'll see them get right up next to that Pennzoil yellow
What's up, Everett?
And start working the top side of this racetrack, because you can make up a lot of time there. As I mentioned earlier, getting onto the pit road, well, it's not that easy.
Captain Goody in the house.
Keep you posted on everything that happens here in 3 and 4.
Thank you very much, Pat Patterson. Thank you very much, Andrew Curlin. Nick, we're about to get the 1-to-go signal before we kick off the Pennzoil 400. There is one stat that we have failed to mention during our pre-race coverage, but there is one very important stat as it relates to the start of this race.
That has to do with leading the first lap, because of all the years.
Star Wars in the house.
Coming to Las Vegas Motor Speedway, never, Brad, and I repeat, never has the driver who has.
How's the audio, Chad? How is the audio?
To win here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. So, all right, Christopher Bell, Denny Hamlin, they're on the front row. Maybe a little gamesmanship. I don't think they're worried about that stat. They're both going to try to lead this first lap, but that is something we will keep an eye on all day long here in Las Vegas.
Hey, only one person can lead them all, and that's the person who leads the first lap. And we'll see if Christopher Bell
Larson or Ryan Blaney, Marky do.
Hamlin can do it from the outside of road number 1. We've got 4 Toyotas in the top 4, first 2 rows, with Ty Gibbs and Bubba Wallace starting in row number 2. Numerous storylines here today. We're going to see how they play play out over the 267
Okay, good.
that make up the 400 miles of the Pennzoil 400. A lot of excitement here today in Las Vegas Motor Speedway. We've already seen great
High by
storylines.
5.
Tyler Reddick winning the first 3 races of the season, the Daytona 500 at Echo Park Speedway, then Circuit of the Americas. Last week, Ryan Blaney put his Ford in victory lane. And Pat Patterson, I know we come from your hometown of Phoenix up here to Las Vegas, Nevada. We'll have to wait and see what shakes out by the time we get to the checkered flag today.
Let's set up these first 5 rows for you. In row number 5, Chris Buescher alongside William Byron. Row 4, Ryan Preece and Tyler Reddick. Row number 3, Ryan Blaney and Kyle Larson. Row 2, Bubba Wallace and Ty Gibbs. And going to lead us to green, teammates to the outside, Denny Hamlin and Christopher Bell. Fans are on their feet. No need to make a bet. It's already won for you. The Cup cars are ready to roll in Las Vegas. Pace car heads off to the left. We are ready for the green flag.
At a turn number 4, 17 Chevrolets, 10 Fords, 9 Toyotas, including 2 on the front row. Time to go racing here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway in the Pennzoil 400. Green flag is in the air. Christopher Bell, Denny Hamlin, Ty Gibbs, they'll all lead him into turn number 1.
It's a great jump for Christopher Bell. He immediately jumps to the outside of in front of Denny Hamlin, now back down low in front of Ty Gibbs. The battle is for second. It's Gibbs versus Hamlin, side by side, down the back straightaway for the first time.
2 by 2 by 2. The battle goes down into the 3rd spot now. Ty Gibbs under attack as up front. Christopher Bell has control of this one. Hamlin right behind him.
Joe Gibbs racing 1, 2, 3. Christopher Bell will lead the first lap here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway, followed by Denny Hamlin and Ty Gibbs. Hot on the bumper of Gibbs is Bubba Wallace.
The battle for 3rd is on. It's Ty Gibbs in the 3rd position. Bubba Wallace
They're trying to get the bubbles, y'all.
Looking for that 3rd spot. He's going to try to get a run while there's a battle for the lead on the backstretch.
Here comes Denny Hamlin. He's going to challenge his teammate. He's got the position. Bottom of the racetrack. He'll paint that line with that front left tire. He's trying to get around Bell. Bell not letting him go.
Christopher Bell leads lap number 1. Denny Hamlin trying to lead lap number 2. Doesn't have the momentum off of turn 4. It's still Bell, your race leader, but it is far from being decided.
Denny Hamlin now draws even and about a half car length in front of Christopher Bell now. He's on the bottom. Bell is up high. He's going to get a great run off the corner as they head down the back straightaway.
Well, they'll just keep racing side by side. Ty Gibbs may join them here in just a minute down to the bottom of the racetrack. That's where the leader is, Denny Hamlin, by a half a car length now. Now Bell will drop in behind him.
Denny Hamlin will lead the 3rd lap here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway in the Pennzoil 400. He'll try and drive away from Christopher Bell. Next best battle might be for 4th. Larson wants to take it from Bubba.
He is the first Chevrolet in this new Chevrolet body on the 1.5 miles. Larson all the way down to the white line. Bubba Wallace up high. Larson will draw even with Bubba.
He'll go side by side with Bubba Wallace into turn number 3. Larson positioned to down below him. He'll make that pass. Bubba will fall in behind him as they race off the corner.
Yeah, looked like Bubba had a bit of a moment at turn number 2. That opened the door for Kyle Larson. He storms through, takes the 4th spot. Even separation through about the first 7 cars.
The wind is certainly blowing, but it doesn't seem to be affecting Denny Hamlin. He has extended his lead to about 5-6 car lengths over Christopher Bell and Ty Gibbs.
Watching a little further back there, you see that the 45 car with the Jumpman paint scheme on it or wrap is challenging now for Bubba Wallace. It'll be Reddick going up higher on the racetrack.
Tyler Reddick now behind his teammate Bubba Wallace. Last week's winner Ryan Blaney now coming into the picture as well. Ryan Blaney currently running in that 7th position, catching up to the back bumper of Reddick into 1.
He has his eyes on Tyler Reddick's machine. Reddick goes down low. Blaney runs the middle groove. In front of them, it's Bubba Wallace who's also in the middle groove. They're all trying to chase the leaders.
Top 15 cars, all single file now, working out near the wall at the Nellis straightaway. Hamlin halfway through 3 and 4, about 9 car lengths back to the 2nd place car.
Denny Hamlin, your race leader, by about 6 car lengths over Christopher Bell. They've built a nice gap over Ty Gibbs, and another 4 car lengths back to Kyle Larson. Bubba Wallace rounds out the top 5.
Ty Gibbs is trying to play defense right now on Kyle Larson. He seems to be making big moves.
All right, we're locked in, y'all. We're locked in.
Gibbs in the middle as they head down the backstretch.
Call it about 4 car lengths separate those two. Andy was just
Theo in the house.
Gibbs and Larson.
What's up, Wilson B?
Down at the bottom of the racetrack. Larson likes the middle of the corner all 4.
Looking at the movers in the race so far, Austin Cindric has gained the most spots. He's actually up 6. The problem is he's running 25th. Chase Elliott now trying to knock on the door of the top 10. Has a little bit of a gap between him and Chris Buescher as they head to 1.
I'm still having eyes on Ty Gibbs and Kyle Larson. Larson continues to draw closer on Ty Gibbs. I think this is going to be a battle in a few laps.
Down the Nellis straightaway they go. The third place battle Andrew's talking about. Once again, Larson, middle of the racetrack. Gibbs a little higher. Now we see Reddick back there in the 6th spot starting to work the top side of the racetrack.
Larson pulled to within a car length at the entrance of turn 3. It's still a car length disadvantage to Ty Gibbs, trying to set up the youngster into turn 1.
This is the closest Kyle Larson has been to that 3rd position. Gibbs is down low. Larson runs about a half groove above him as he tries to make his way forward here.
Off turn 2, Reddick gets the best of his teammate now. Moved the 45 car up in front of Bubba Wallace. No change in 1st and 2nd. Still about 2 car lengths separate 3rd and 4th. Then it's Wallace and Reddick getting after it with each other.
Bubba Wallace thought he might try and do a little crossover on Tyler Reddick. He went to the bottom of the racetrack, but Reddick gaining a lot of momentum midway up into 1.
There are comers and goers, and right now Bubba Wallace is one of those drivers who has dropped back. Tyler Reddick takes that position away from him as they race down the back straightaway. Kyle Larson still eyes Ty Gibbs.
4 cars separate 1st and 2nd. Long way back to Ty Gibbs, who's under attack by Larson. Larson, middle of the racetrack. 4 car lengths back. Bubba Wallace following his teammate Reddick off the corner. Ryan Blaney trying to close the gap.
Starting to see the front 2 inch closer together. Christopher Bell has closed it down to 0.4 of a second back in 1.
He certainly has not let Denny Hamlin get away with this one. They both run the middle groove of the racetrack. Christopher Bell just trying to see where he can gain speed on the leader, Denny Hamlin.
Here's 1st and 2nd into the corner right now. 3rd place just now making that left-hand pull on the steering wheel. Larson right behind him. The teammates there at 23-11 still working on each other, and that's giving Ryan Blaney a chance to close it down.
This time by, we complete lap number 11. Nick Yeoman, one thing that I've been observing, Denny Hamlin took the lead, but he's not necessarily driving away from Christopher Bell. Now, how much of that is Hamlin managing his lead? How much of that is Bell saying, look, I can still keep myself in your rear view?
Yeah, I think those front 2 are impressing everybody here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway because you mentioned while Hamlin hasn't checked out on Bell, those 2 have opened up a nearly 2-second advantage on 3rd place running Ty Gibbs. Got to be impressed with Gibbs as well, Brad. Kyle Larson really started to put the pressure on just a couple laps ago. Now this time across the start-finish line, Gibbs has a little bit of breathing room, call it 5 or 6 car lengths.
I feel like Ty Gibbs has really come into the season as a new man. And look, he came into the Cup Series as a very young driver and had a lot of struggles along the way. A lot of speed, but a lot of struggles. Last 2 weeks on the schedule, he's finished 4th, both at Circuit of the Americas and last weekend at Phoenix Raceway. Talking to Ty Gibbs preseason, and really as this season has gone on in the first 4 weeks so far, he's much more talkative, looks much more confident, and looks more ready to attack this season than what I've seen in a while, Dick.
Well, and got to keep in mind, I mean, he's just 23 years old, so he's going to come into his own, going to mature not only as a race car driver, but a man as well. A lot of pressure on him, though, given that last name and considering how good his teammates were a year ago. Denny Hamlin nearly winning a championship. Christopher Bell, so strong everywhere we go. Chase Briscoe had a great first year. Now we're starting to see his teammates, though, dice it up on the front straightaway. Ty Gibbs has got the best view of this battle for the race lead, Andrew. It's Denny Hamlin and Christopher Bell.
Bell has drawn it into about 5 car lengths. Denny Hamlin runs the middle. Bell now a little bit lower. Perhaps he's found some speed. Bell tries to close in on the leader.
Fastest car on the racetrack right now is in that 5th spot, and it's Tyler Reddick. He has gone to the top of the racetrack down here on this end, and he is making up ground on Larson, which is next up on his list. Top of the racetrack starting to play into it in 3 and 4.
And boy, Tyler Reddick's making the most of that. In fact, he now drives up to the back bumper of Kyle Larson, crosses over him. He's going to look down to his left rear quarter panel and try and take away 4th.
He's on his quarter panel. They're side by side for that 4th position. And right now it looks to be that Tyler Reddick has it. Larson, though, will run the top, and he'll try to get a run back on Tyler Reddick.
Oh, a car length and a half separate those 2 cars to battle for that 4th spot. Watching Christopher Bell now beginning to ease in on the leader, Denny Hamlin, off turn 4.
Now off of turn number 4, Hamlin by 2 or 3 car lengths back to Christopher Bell, about 20 car lengths back to Ty Gibbs, and then the guy who's opened the season with 3 wins, Tyler Reddick. Andrew's already up to the 4th spot.
What's ironic is Tyler Reddick used the Larson line to pass Kyle Larson, and right now he has his sights on 3rd place. That's Ty Gibbs in front of him.
Yeah, Reddick has always been a fence finder. He likes to go up there. He gets good results at the top of the racetrack. That's exactly what he's doing right now, trying to build up some more of a lead off the car that's chasing him, and that's Kyle Larson.
17 laps into the Pennzoil 400. Denny Hamlin leads Christopher Bell, Ty Gibbs, Tyler Reddick, and Kyle Larson, your top 5.
Coca-Cola. For the big.
All right, chat. So we go to a commercial break. Denny Hamlin's lead over Christopher Bell is 0.448 seconds. Ty Gibbs in third there. Tyler Reddick fourth. Kyle Larson fifth with Bubba Wallace in sixth. Ryan Blaney seventh. William Byron eighth. And Ryan Preece in ninth. Driving after midnight, cruising the snow, rolling till the morning. Too much pressure, go Ty Gibbs, says Shelby Minnick. 156 in the house. Please hit the like. Helps me out with the YouTube algorithm. Hit the sub if you like what you're seeing. It's the Pennzoil 400 from Las Vegas Motor Speedway, and Valhalla Sports Talk is here for all the action.
Chase Elliott on his relationship with
Judas Priest, Hellbent. 156 in the house, y'all. General Thor jumps up on the old love seat there as we wait for them to come out of commercial on MRN.
I think that's where our
Let's go, y'all. Thanks for being here. Thank you for being here. Like I said, Hamlin's lead is about a half second over Bell, but 2 full seconds plus over Gibbs in third.
News about the sport of NASCAR.
I'm extremely.
Shout out to the new arrivals, y'all.
Track the biggest storylines in the garage and our opinions about the sport.
Bell all the way, says Wayne Martin.
On PRN's Garage Pass.
All right, here we go.
Back at Las Vegas Motor Speedway alongside Nick Yeoman, my name is Brad Gilly. And Nick, when we start finding battles on the racetrack, 15th is a hot spot right now.
My eyes continue to be drawn to the battle for 15th. Joey Logano has it. Ross Chastain is trying to wrestle it away, and young Carson Hocevar is kind of creeping into the mix as well. That's 15th.
There's your guy, Carmen. Hocevar.
Patterson as they're midway down the back straightaway.
Yeah, watching Chastain now trying to evaluate which way he can go against the 22 car. Ross is another one that likes the higher side of the racetrack, but he said before the race he wasn't that interested in getting up there, but he's making it work against Logano.
As they come back across the start-finish line, the leader is already midway down the back straightaway, Pat. Bell is not letting Denny get away.
No, keeping him right there in his eyesight. Probably only like maybe 8 car lengths separate those two. Running just as hard as he needs to stay that close to the leader.
Let's take a trip down to pit lane, check in with our Napa Auto Parts pit reporter, Wendy Venturini.
Well, I'll have an update on our top 3 drivers so far. 24 laps in. Denny Hamlin in the lead right now, said it's not bad, just a little bit edgy for Denny Hamlin. Right behind him, his teammate Christopher Bell says he really took off and he's happy with the balance for Christopher Bell. As for Ty Gibbs in third, he said he needs to exit 1 and 2 a little bit better, but he feels good in 3 and 4. And just an update on Shane Van Gisbergen, he hit the apron early on, saved the car. No caution, of course, but he does have splitter damage. So crew chief Stephen Duran will make adjustments to that splitter when they come down pit road.
Thank you very much, Wendy. Shane Van Gisbergen started this race 16th. He has now dropped back to 32nd. Came into Las Vegas Motor Speedway 5th in the NASCAR Cup Series point standings, Nick, after a strong start to the year.
Just needs to hit singles, right, to make himself eligible and keep himself up in the top 10, top 16, ultimately, once we get 26 races into the year. But at the same time, Shane Van Gisbergen is a competitor, and he's not going to be satisfied with simply just making it in to the chase when it all comes down to it. So he continues to improve on those ovals, and as Wendy pointed out, dealing with a little bit of adversity, definitely worried about that splitter damage, how that may affect his car throughout the course of this race.
Carson Hocevar is drawn to the inside of Ross Chastain, Andrew.
Yeah, and they're side by side for position. That is Ross Chastain on the top, trying to pass Carson Hocevar in that chilly Chevrolet.
He's got about 4 car lengths in front of him right now, doing what he can down at the bottom of the racetrack. Interesting fact, guys, and that is the leaders are soon going to be in some traffic.
Yeah, there's no doubt. Denny Hamlin, Christopher Bell, they're exiting turn number 2 right now. Final car on the lead lap is Cody Ware. He was at the midway point of the match.
Just about a half second, chat. Still just about a half second from Hamlin to Bell.
That battle for 4th shape back up, Pat. It's Reddick.
Looks like Gibbs. Looks like Gibbs is starting to catch up.
The top side of the racetrack. Larson's just gone back to the bottom side of the racetrack. Now those two about separated by just a credit card, if you will, work their way across the stripe.
That battle goes back into one, Andrew.
Get the position to Kyle Larson right now. He passed Tyler Reddick back. Larson's down low. Reddick will now drift back up to the high side, try to get a run on Kyle Larson down the back straightaway.
And he has separated himself. Larson has
200 in the chat. Let's go.
6 or 7 car lengths now. Reddick still likes the high side of the racetrack in that black and orange machine. And right behind them, you have Bubba Wallace, Ryan Blaney, not that far behind this group either.
Yeah, in fact, Bubba Wallace has put the bullseye right on the back of his teammate Tyler Reddick. He is catching him. He's got it down to about 3 car lengths back into 1.
Reddick seems to be drifting further back every couple of laps. It may seem that his tires have faded. Bubba Wallace now closing into 2 car lengths on Tyler Reddick.
Here comes the 23 car, going to come right up to his teammate now, gets within a half a car length. Bubba will go down to the bottom of the racetrack. He'll go down to that white line. Reddick stays up high. They'll come off side by side with each other.
Denny Hamlin clicks off the start-finish line. Now we've got 51 to go here in stage.
I think I'm going with Hocevar, DG.
Lost it to Bubba.
I think Hocevar is going to be the guy for the rest of my days.
Right on the heels of the driver that made history. That's Tyler Reddick, who's running the bottom of the racetrack. Blaney in the middle trying to catch that driver.
First and second now easily into turns 3 and 4.
Yeah, I turn it off when it's in a commercial, Gilly. I turn it off.
Down at the bottom of the racetrack. He's trying to get position up from the inside of the racetrack on Tyler Reddick.
Denny Hamlin, your race leader. Christopher Bell runs second. Andrew, do my eyes deceive me, or is Ty Gibbs starting to catch the front 2?
He is, and Denny Hamlin will be a few laps away from lap traffic. The first car in front of him is Cody Ware. The front 3 are starting to bunch together like an accordion.
Yeah, you're exactly right, Andrew. Down the Nellis straightaway they go. The leader into turn number 3. Up above, and that's where Christopher Bell is, letting his car arc out a little wider. Ty Gibbs right at the bottom of the racetrack.
This time by, we have 50 to go here in stage number 1. Denny Hamlin leads Christopher Bell. Ty Gibbs, then it's Kyle Larson. Bubba Wallace, your top 5 in the Pennzoil 400.
All right, so you heard it, y'all. We're on lap 31 of 80 in stage 1, 31 of 267 in the race. 16 minutes into this bad boy, we've had 1 lead change, and Denny Hamlin has led them all since then. Hamlin's lead over Bell is 0.438 seconds. The lead over Gibbs is under a second now at 0.875, and Kyle Larson has moved into the 4 position, 1.5 seconds back. Biggest mover since the start of the race, Cindric plus 11, Keselowski plus 9, Gregson plus 8, Logano plus 6, Briscoe plus 5. Currently in a commercial break. I'm going to scroll down through the field. See if you can find your favorite driver to my right, your left. I think we're all still on the lead lap, y'all. Everybody's still on the lead lap. So good to go there. Good to go there. But Denny Hamlin leading the field.
Top 5, William Byron, Chase Elliott, Bubba Wallace all pitting in my section of pit road, Heather Dubo.
What's up, Jeff Mittering?
Now telling the team he was just a little bit snug, but he felt like the fronts were coming in. They also almost lost a tire out of control there, but they were able to grab it. Alan Cavana.
And Larson on and off pit road again. He pitted from a top 5 position after making a little adjustment. Eric Jones had a good starting position today, but he had lost so much in that first run. Bad handling. They're making a big adjustment on the 43. Now I've got Bubba Wallace. We'll throw it to Wendy Venturini.
On my end of pit road, we know Denny Hamlin should be coming to a stop in just a moment.
We got some cars pitting, obviously. Here comes Hamlin.
Fuel, they already pulled the tear off, and he was a little bit edgy as the jack swung around.
What's up, Anne-Marie?
Adjustment on his car as well, Heather DeBow.
And Chris Buescher was also and he was complaining of a tight condition as well. They did a wedge adjustment, 4 tires, and Sunoco fuel. Wendy Venturini.
Ty Gibbs is in. He needed the exit to be better in turns 1 and 2. He felt pretty good in 3 and 4. That is 4 tires and Sunoco fuel for Ty Gibbs. As for Shane Van Gisbergen, he had dropped to 32nd, and he said, sorry guys, the splitter is causing this car to feel awful. They're going to replace and fix the splitter. Christopher Bell is on pit road. 4 tires and Sunoco fuel for him. He took off really strongly, and he's happy with the balance of his race car. Christopher Bell is down and away.
I'm going to check something real quick, y'all. I'll be right back.
During this green flag cycle, Chase Briscoe's going to have to make a trip down pit road, as will Justin Allgaier. We owe our local stations a break. We've got 44 laps to go in stage number 1 of the Pennzoil 400. From Las Vegas Motor Speedway, this is PRN, the Performance Racing Network.
Hi, this is Doug Rice of PRN. Join me for another great episode of Fast Talk. Is piling on Carson Hocebar okay now?
We piled on drivers in the past. We piled on Dale Earnhardt Sr. if we go back to 79 and 80 and when he was winning championships.
I can turn that off for a sec, y'all. I'm going to try something else here. I'm going to try something real quick here, y'all. Apparently there's a way to get an image of the track itself, and I'm going to try to get that for y'all. There we go. There we go. Now we got a racetrack, y'all. Trying to dial this in for y'all.
Charities on mission.
Okay, let me back out here. We'll get that audio back on in a second.
Welcome back to Las Vegas Motor Speedway and the Pennzoil 400 alongside Nick Yeoman. My name is Brad Gilley. We had a handful of cars stay out, and one of them is coming in now. A 2-time winner of the Pennzoil 400, and Joey Logano as we go down to Heather DeBow.
And Joey Logano telling his team that he needs to be a number freer when they print under this green flag cycle. So they're going to tighten up that number 22 just a little bit with some right side air.
You can see the bubbles better here?
Thank you very much, Heather. So Logano had stayed out. That gives the
only prescription is more bubbles.
He has yet to pit. Ross Chastain, Brad Keselowski, Michael McDowell, and Cole Custer. Nick,
all right, I finally see Logano's car. It's an all-yellow Pennzoil car today. Not released by NASCAR this week, so therefore not scrolling below you.
So will Ross Chastain. So almost all the way through this pit cycle that is going to hand the lead back to Denny Hamlin. Just got a couple more cars. Let's go to Heather DeBow.
And Ross was telling his team he's too tight there, but he felt like he couldn't maintain that pace for a while, so that's why we saw him come in a little later than the rest of the cars. They're finishing the left side with 4 tires.
Yep. DG, that's real time.
Heather, bad news gets worse for the number 48 team driven by Justin Allgaier this week.
So let me see if I got the top 10 or the top 20 going there.
He came down to serve the penalty, Nick.
Let's put the whole field out there.
He's going to have to come back down pit road one more time. That is going to cost him some laps.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. That is going to be a tough hill to climb for Justin Allgaier.
So the leader, chat, the leader is the blue ball. The blue ball. That's Hamlin.
All said and done as well. Cole Custer, Michael McDowell, last 2 cars that we're waiting to see pit. We see Brad Keselowski making his way down pit lane. It is going to be Denny Hamlin who's going to cycle to the race lead. Got pretty tight when Hamlin came to pit lane. In fact, Christopher Bell was right on his back.
So Keselowski now showing as the leader with pit stops ongoing.
Slowed down the lap for Christopher Bell, and that's why Ty Gibbs, Kyle Larson.
Lap 42 of 80 in stage 1, about just over halfway through stage 1.
Bumper Denny Hamlin, like we saw for the majority of the first 30 laps here.
And Denny Hamlin is able to go back to the lead as we see a couple.
You like last week's Pennzoil car, DG? Better?
Briscoe has to do it to serve a penalty. Justin Allgaier once again serving a second penalty.
Ever getting dizzy.
Down pit road. But now that things have cycled through, Denny Hamlin, once again the leader of the Pennzoil 400. Ty Gibbs is running in second. Cole Custer has yet to pit. He's running in third, and actually he comes down pit road right now. So as soon as he goes through his pit cycle, we get another lap in. Nick will be able to give a nice leaderboard update to let you know where your favorite drivers are running here as we have 37 laps to go in stage number 1. Looking at the gap,
Okay, cycles around. Hamlin, the leader again.
An advantage over Ty Gibbs right now, but that's closing a little bit as they hit the front straightaway. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. is a lap car. Ty Gibbs now within about 2 car lengths of Denny
Mesmerizing.
This race chases back into 1.
Yeah, this battle has been closing in. Ty Gibbs has been slowly reeling in Denny Hamlin. They're trying to go around the lap car. Ricky Stenhouse Jr., who's on the bottom, but Ty Gibbs still 1 car length on the leader.
Hamlin's going to face some pretty good lap traffic in front of him once they get back on the straightaway here. He continues down at the bottom of the racetrack. Ty Gibbs goes up high on the racetrack. About 7 car separation.
Yeah, we're about to find out just how good these drivers can navigate and carve their way through lap traffic, because in just a couple laps, Andrew, it's going to get hot and heavy for
I won't do a bracket.
Ty Gibbs had a little bit of a harder time getting around Ricky Stenhouse Jr. That will allow Denny Hamlin to open his lead back up. In fact, Ty Gibbs still has not cleared Stenhouse.
And watch down the backstretch they go. Stenhouse to the inside of Ty Gibbs, trying to hustle his way back up to the front. That's allowing Denny Hamlin to make up some ground. Stenhouse holding the bottom of the racetrack. Ty Gibbs trying to get around.
So as Ty Gibbs loses ground to Denny Hamlin, let's give you a leaderboard update sponsored by Progressive Insurance. Progressive makes bundling easy and affordable.
Yeah, I've got an idea here.
By combining your motorcycle, RV, boat, ATV, and more, all your protection in one place. Bundle and save at progressive.com.
Denny Hamlin is your race leader. He has led 36 of the 46 laps so far. Ty Gibbs, his teammate, runs in second. Kyle Larson is third. Christopher Bell just got around Bubba Wallace a couple laps ago, so Bell is fourth. Wallace is fifth. Tyler Reddick runs in the 6th position. William Byron is 7th. Then it's a pair of Fords. Ryan Blaney is 8th. Ryan Preece is 9th. And the Chevrolet of Chase Elliott runs 10th.
Michael McDowell is 11th. Chris Buescher is 12th. 13th is Zane Smith. Austin Dillon 14th. Joey Logano 15th. 16th is Carson Hocevar. Austin Cindric started near the back. He's all the way up to 17th now. Kyle Busch runs 18th. 19th Daniel Suarez. Eric Jones in 20th.
Ross Chastain is 21st. Noah Gragson is 22nd. John Hunter Nemechek runs in 23rd. 24th is Brad Keselowski. Riley Herbst is 25th. Josh Berry, the defending winner of this race, struggling back in 26th. A.J. Allmendinger is 27th. Todd Gilliland right now being shown the final car on the lead lap. He is 28th. Ricky Stenhouse Jr., Connor Zilic, they're both a lap down in 29th and 30th.
Shane Van Gisbergen actually just got dropped to 32nd. Ty Dillon passed him for 31st. 33rd is Chase Briscoe. He served a speeding penalty. Cole Custer is 34th. Cody Ware is 35th. Justin Allgaier minus 2 laps now after back-to-back speeding penalties. He is currently running in 36th as we have 32 laps to go here in stage number 1 of the Pennzoil 400.
Yeah, it's still Denny Hamlin out front, and he is starting to pick his way through some of that lap traffic. Ty Gibbs runs in second. Gibbs can't worry much about that lap traffic yet, though, Pat, because Kyle Larson has closed it down to about 2 car lengths in turn 3.
Yeah, he's got to pay attention right now. The leader's got to worry about Gilliland right in front of him as they race off of 4, but only about 5 car lengths separate Larson from Gibbs.
31 laps to go here in the Pennzoil 400. When we come back to Las Vegas Motor Speedway, a big race weekend this fall. It's going to be October 2nd through the 4th. October 4th is the South Point 400. And, of course, all of us at the Performance Racing Network have the good fortune of being able to stay at the South Point Hotel, Casino, and Spa. And joining us now, Emily Gaughan, you drew the short straw today.
I did. My cousin Ryland is off-road racing today, so my uncle's with him, and Ryan Growney is on official cowboy duty, so the 3rd string is here today.
No, we take you as a starter here today. We're pretty excited. What do you think about what we've had here so far? How's your race day been? I know South Point, even though this is the Pennzoil 400, amazingly just deeply involved with the race fans.
Yes, well, we have the South Point Midway booth, which is awesome. We have fun people stopping by all morning today. We did the drivers meeting and watched the race down from the pits, and so now we're here, and we're super excited to be here today. It's an exciting day of racing.
As Brad talked about the South Point 400 a little bit later in the fall, for race fans that want to come out and experience that race, we certainly suggest they check out the South Point Casino. Let's talk a little bit about all the amenities and experiences that they have there.
Yes, absolutely. Our race packages are on sale now, so you can go ahead and call the South Point and book a room. So we take care of the tickets, the transportation. All you have to do is show up and have fun, and we're super excited about it. We are in the midst of a massive spa remodel right now, so we're excited to have that open first race weekend so everyone can come experience that as well. We are doing the Brendan Gone Blackjack tournament on Friday night, and that's a fun show. Have lots of fun people stopping by there as well. So, you know, my grandparents, Michael and Polygon, love racing, and we love to share that experience with everyone as well. So super excited to have everyone there.
Yeah, I actually followed in 4 big white Prevost buses that came from the South Point on my way into the track today, and it was just kind of cool to see everyone getting out with a big smile on their face, knowing that they can have all the fun in the world, and they're going to get transported right back to the South Point as well. So many different things happening. I know we had the Tough Heat-em-in bull riding last night, and it is more than just what we do on NASCAR weekends. Year-round, there is always something going on at the South Point.
There's always fun stuff going on. March is an awesome month at the South Point. We just wrapped up our $2 million bingo games last week, and if you haven't been to the South Point during that time, it's amazing. People fly in from all over the country to attend that. We have NASCAR weekend, and we have March Madness coming up, so stop by the exhibit hall. It's free entry, lots of TV, food, everything that you can imagine. So.
And if you get tired of those activities and you get hungry, plenty of options at the South Point as well.
Plenty of options. I always say there's something for everybody at the South Point, whether it's a hot dog, steak and shake, the cafe, we have got you covered in that department.
Yeah, we hit the Silverado last night. I'm sure it'll be Oyster Bar or something else tonight. But I will say this, you're not the third string. We don't need Ryan Growney. We don't need Brendan Gaughan. We'll just take Emily Gaughan every time here because you've done an awesome job.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Nice to meet you guys.
Yeah, thank you very much. South Point Hotel, Casino, and Spa. Big race weekend with the South Point 400 coming up. First weekend of October. The race date itself is October 4th.
Place is Chase Elliott in.
And book your packages now.
Let me look through the field.
Continues to lead the Pennzoil 400 here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Ty Gibbs running second, followed by Kyle Larson, Christopher Bell, and Bubba Wallace.
This is Kyle Petty for Echo Park Automotive, and I'm here to tell you why you should shop Echo Park before you buy a car, truck, or SUV. Over half of inventory at Echo Park is priced below
I didn't see him, did you?
And car for car, truck for truck. Echo Park Automotive.
Now, let's turn that off for a sec. I'm having a hard time finding Elliott. I've probably been by him 3 times. I'll bring that radio back when they get out of commercial, y'all. What am I, blind? I don't see him, y'all. Oh, 10th. 10th, y'all. What you doing, Mama? Oh. I got an idea here, y'all.
Against each other a couple times, and I've been really fair with him and really clean with him. He might get stuck on the outside, and I got to build a gap because I see him out there, so I got to build a gap for 2 guys with people behind me to let him in, you know. So I'm feeling some bumpers.
I got an idea as we continue to try to draw this in.
You won't miss a moment from green to checkered flag.
Fireworks in the air here at Nashville Super Speedway.
Reddick and Bell locked together door to door as they head into 3. Nobody giving an inch there.
Start your engines as
Give
the
me a
Cracker
minute.
Barrel 400 NASCAR triple header this May 29th through the 31st storms into Nashville Super Speedway, where horsepower meets Music City rhythm. 3 days, 3 races.
We going
It's
all
a
into the middle of the
high-speed
track,
honky-tonk
y'all.
Under the lights all weekend long. Get your tickets at NashvilleSuperspeedway.com or call 866-RACE-TICKS today.
All right, so we'll lock the bubbles. Now we're going to bring the cars up there in the middle.
Welcome back to Las Vegas Motor Speedway.
And we're going to bring those cars up there.
Pennzoil 400. 20 laps to go in stage number 1. Let's take a trip downstairs. Check in with our Napa pit reporter, Heather DeVoe.
And Tyler Reddick currently running in that 6th position. He was the first driver to come down pit road when those green flag pit stops started. And his comments were that the car was tight. It just kept trending tight. And now that they've made adjustments, he told Billy Scott, it's still still tight. Billy referred to the 23 of Bubba Wallace and the 20 of Christopher Bell as being tighter than them. They can see it out there. So he said, keep that in mind when you're giving us some feedback. And he said, right now, front grip for sure is at the limit, and I need more front turn. So the 45 will be looking to loosen up Tyler Reddick when he comes down pit road at the end of the stage here.
We got a battle up in the top 5.
Bye,
Andrew
y'all.
Curlin with Larson and Gibbs.
They're side by side. Christopher Bell passed the both of them a few laps ago. Kyle Larson has made his way around Ty Gibbs now as they head down the back straightaway.
Yeah, Christopher Bell's got his sights set on that lead right now as we watch first and second midway through 3 and 4. Ty Gibbs has slipped back behind Larson as they work their way off of the corner.
Yeah, there's no doubt Christopher Bell is on the move after that kind of botched pit lane entrance, trying not to run into his teammate. He's got it down to about 6 car lengths to Denny Hamlin.
Guys, I really believe Christopher Bell can challenge for the lead before this stage is done. He's closing in on the leader, Denny Hamlin, calling about 5 car lengths now down the backstretch.
Yeah, we're almost back to exactly where all those pit stops started a few laps ago, and that is Denny Hamlin's got a mirror full of Christopher Bell. Bell about 8 car lengths back now. Everybody at the bottom of the racetrack.
16 to go in stage number 1. We literally have cars all the way around this 1.5-mile oval. If Denny Hamlin wants to hold on to the lead, he's got a lot of lap traffic in front of him.
And there are lap cars in front of them that are side by side. Denny Hamlin has his work cut out for him. Christopher Bell draws it to about 3 car lengths on the leader.
Yeah, watching Hamlin now work his way down the backstretch, and it's A.J. Allmendinger that's on the bottom of the racetrack, and that's the next car up on the hit list. Bell, though, putting the pressure on Hamlin all 4.
Bell running the bottom, Hamlin about 3/4 the way up. Bell got a nice charge out of turn 4. He's got it down to a car length and a half, Andrew. 15 to go in this stage.
Bell had to make up a lot of ground from a
All right, we got her locked in, y'all.
And he has raced his way all the way back into the lead. He's running the middle groove. He looks to Denny Hamlin's quarter panel, but thinks better of it.
All Christopher Bell has to do now is just pick the spot where Hamlin isn't going to go, and he's going to go to the high side of the racetrack. Hamlin to the bottom of the racetrack. Once again, these 2 cars are going to be in heavy lap traffic in a moment.
Picking spots is going to get very sketchy. A.J. Allmendinger will be the next car to go a lap down. He's on the back bumper of Riley Herbst. Another 2-car battle with Dillon and McDowell in front of them, trying to hang on to the lead lap.
They're all still side by side, almost 3 wide in front of the race leader, Denny Hamlin, who runs the bottom. Bell runs the middle groove as they're going to try to navigate that lap traffic.
Hamlin looking at a moving slalom course in front of him now. The entire racetrack blocked for the leader. He's going to stay at the bottom of the racetrack. Bell moving in a bit closer.
That lap traffic just went 3 wide. It's Riley Herbst, A.J. Allmendinger, John Hunter Nemechek providing a lot of dirty air for our race leader, Denny Hamlin.
I can't imagine what Denny Hamlin must be thinking behind the wheel of that Yahoo Toyota, but right now he's trying to get around the lap traffic while also play defense on Christopher Bell, who's closing in on the leader.
Denny
Welcome,
Hamlin
welcome.
is one of the best there is when it comes to making the right move around this lap traffic, but he's got a problem right now. Christopher Bell has got him cornered. Bell to the bottom of the racetrack. Bell to the lead.
Christopher Bell now on the
inside.
Bell! Try and clear Denny Hamlin. He does. Has to tuck in behind John Hunter Nemechek. That opens the outside again for Hamlin.
They're side by side for the lead here at Las Vegas. Christopher Bell down low. Denny Hamlin up high. Who will have the advantage when it comes to lap cars? Denny Hamlin with a good run off the corner.
I mean, says Ryan Priest's going to get this win.
That's what everybody's eyes are on right now down the Nellis straightaway. Once again, Hamlin's going to use the middle of the racetrack. Bell to the bottom of the racetrack. They stay tied together about a half a car length.
Those 2 almost banged doors entering turn number 1 a lap ago. They've now got 7 lap cars, making it 6 lap cars right in front of them as Kyle Larson's starting to reel them in.
Denny Hamlin has reclaimed the lead. Christopher Bell has to go back on offense. He's to his inside now. They're going to be side by side. Christopher Bell with a good run from the lead down the back straightaway.
Boy, you just want to hear that spotter chatter right now. Get them out of my way. Well, guess what? There's nowhere to go. Here they go, 3 wide into the corner. Hamlin right in the middle of the racetrack. Bell at the bottom of the racetrack. Side by side for the lead of Vegas.
Right in front of them, 2 more Toyotas. Riley Herbst with 2311. John Hunter Nemechek with Legacy Motor Club as the Joe Gibbs Racing teammates battle for the lead behind them.
Says, damn, holy AI.
These lap cars cars, which includes a Joe Gibbs car of Ty Gibbs right in front of the other two Joe Gibbs racing cars. Make that Riley Herbst. They're still side by side for the lead.
And Larson's the big advantage going to him now. He's going to get close enough into turn 3 where he's going to be part of this mix as well. Once again, Bell by a nose at the bottom of the racetrack, all 4.
A couple laps.
What a race for the lead, chat.
For Bell, Denny Hamlin might be thinking right now with this lap traffic. I don't think you can repeat those words on the radio. Finally, though, Christopher Bell has moved his way to the race lead.
9 to go, stage 1.
Words, but Christopher Bell now has a healthy
9 to go in stage 1, chat.
lead over Denny Hamlin. Here comes Larson. He wants second place over Hamlin.
Well, the guy who's money at this racetrack is trying to take second spot away. Bottom of the racetrack goes Larson in that blue and white number 5. Hamlin forced up to the top of the racetrack to try to keep up off the corner.
Big fight in the top 3 with 8 laps to go here in stage number 1. Christopher Bell still stuck behind John Hunter Nemechek. The battle is for second. Denny Hamlin trying to clear Larson.
Hamlin down low. Larson in the middle groove. They were side by side the last lap. Larson going to try to get a run on the
I'll take you through the field, chat, at the stage break.
John Hunter Nemechek kind of slowed down the leader there for a minute, and that brought Hamlin a little bit closer. Nemechek will go up high now and get out of Hamlin's way. That lets Larson dive to the bottom of the racetrack. Kyle Larson to the second spot.
Oh, Larson got really tight with Denny Hamlin.
Larson P2.
But he will clear him. Now he's got that lap car of Nemechek to his outside. Hamlin now fights back on the outside, Andrew.
They're side by side, but Larson's going to use Nemechek as a pick. That forces Denny Hamlin to go all the way up towards the wall. Larson will safely clear Denny Hamlin now for the spot.
A bunch of Toyotas all tangled up trying to valley for position here as they work down into turns number 3. Once again, Bell with a healthy
Go,
lead
7 to go,
Hamlin
stage
left
1.
behind by the second place car of Larson.
Josh Berry just got past, put him a lap down. Kyle Larson goes around him. Now sets his sights on race leader Christopher Bell.
Deaf in the house.
In stage 1.
I don't know if
Where's Kyle Busch? We'll go through the field at the break, bro. He's down there.
Both of them at the bottom of the racetrack.
He is down there a ways.
But Kyle Larson is closing.
Here comes Bell now. He needs to make quick work of Herbst before he gets into
way down there in 25th, my man. Way down there in 25th.
That's going to open the door on the bottom for Larson. Can't make anything happen that time off the corner.
Bell gets choked up a little bit at the exit of turn number 4. Now he swings it.
Appreciate it. Keep bashing that like button, y'all.
And now, Andrew, there's the breathing room Christopher Bell was looking for.
Yeah, we can certainly call this a healthy lead for Christopher Bell now. He's got a lap car of Riley Herbst between him and second place Kyle Larson. Denny Hamlin watches this battle in the 3rd position.
Bell's going to catch A.J. Allmendinger. Here will be the next car up down at the bottom of the racetrack. The leader high up on the racetrack, right out next to the safer barrier wound turn number 4. It's a long way now back to the second spot of Larson.
No pressure right now for Christopher Bell as he comes across the start-finish line. It'll be 4 laps to go. Denny Hamlin might have a threat of losing 3rd, however, to Ty Gibbs.
Ty Gibbs has closed in on Denny Hamlin.
We battling y'all to the top.
Denny Hamlin's biggest concern. They both run the bottom group of the racetrack. Ty Gibbs trying to advance position on his teammate.
Ty Gibbs coming off a really good run.
Trying to get up there, y'all.
Right now trying to catch up to Denny Hamlin. Gibbs likes the bottom of the racetrack.
4 laps to go in stage 1.
Hamlin up high on the racetrack. No change for position there.
Yeah, front 3 cars all gravitated towards the top. Ty Gibbs still digging on the bottom in turns 3 and 4, and he is catching Denny Hamlin. 3 to go in stage number 1.
Call it about 4 car lengths between Hamlin and Gibbs, but that deficit for Ty Gibbs is getting slower and slower. 2 car lengths now as they head down
again, the blue bubble. The blue bubble right now is your race leader, Christopher Bell.
Gibbs trying to get another one and trying to finish up the
coming up right here.
The racetrack, he goes with that green
right
and
here,
white,
right
green
here.
And black
That's your race
car,
leader.
Side by side with Hamlin off the corner.
2 laps to go here in stage number 1. Christopher Bell leads, and it's Kyle Larson. The battle for 3rd between Joe Gibbs' teammates, Denny Hamlin and Ty Gibbs.
I think Denny Hamlin just wants to put this stage 1 behind him. He'll run the middle group. Ty Gibbs about a car length behind him on the bottom. Now they're going to be side by side down the back straightaway.
Down the straightaway they go. Not the leader with a big problem at all. He's way up here in turns 3 and 4. No pressure whatsoever. Larson is there, but that
Larson Hamlin
continues at the bottom of the racetrack. Ty Gibbs holding off Hamlin.
It's a good match race out of turn number 4. Ty Gibbs slides up, takes that spot away from Denny Hamlin. Hamlin will look back to the inside, but one more trip for Christopher Bell here in stage 1.
Last lap to settle at 4th position here in stage number 1. Denny Hamlin down low. Ty Gibbs in the middle. Gibbs is going to get a great run off the back stretch, but Denny draws even.
Side by side they go back battled for position into turn number 3. The leader meanwhile through turns 3 and 4. Christopher Bell, full charge on that battery machine, back to the stripe.
Green and white checkered flag will go in the air. Christopher Bell will win stage 1 of the Pennzoil 400, followed by Kyle Larson. Give third now to Denny Hamlin. Ty Gibbs comes across fourth. Fifth will be Bubba Wallace. William Byron will finish stage 1 in 6th. Then it'll be Ryan Preece in 7th. Chase Elliott 8th. Ryan Blaney in 9th. And Tyler Reddick.
Armin says go 77, baby.
Bubba.
All right, we go to a commercial break, y'all. Christopher Bell wins stage 1 in the Pennzoil 400. Kyle Larson finished 2nd, Ty Gibbs 3rd, Denny Hamlin 4th, Bubba Wallace 5th, William Byron 6th, followed by Ryan Preece, Chase Elliott, Ryan Blaney. Scrolling up, my right, your left, Tyler Reddick to the 10 spot, followed by Busher, Smith, Hocevar, 13th, Dillon 14th, Logano 15th, Suarez, then Cindric, then Chastain. Now let's go positions 19 on down. Keselowski, Jones, Allmendinger, Herbst, Berry, Nemechek, Zilich, Gilland, then Kyle Busch showing up in 27th. Followed by Briscoe, Gregson, Dillon, Stenhouse Jr., Cole Custer, Cody Ware. SVG struggling today. Struggling is SVG. Michael McDowell in 35th. Justin Allgaier, 36th. Mick Strauss, welcome to the Berserkers. General Thor will be proud. 384 in the house, y'all. 384 up in here. Up in here. I'd like to encourage you. If you're new and you like the effort, you like what you're seeing, you want me to do more of it, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Let me find my little deals here. Again, my hotkeys are not working this week. FU, Streamlabs. A big FU to Streamlabs. But yeah, we're through stage 1, y'all. The real McCoy reacts, checks in, says, I'm going to sub up. Appreciate it, man. Welcome to the Berserkers. General Thor will be proud. I'm not having any luck finding what I'm looking for here, y'all. It's so maddening. It is so maddening. But hope everybody's doing well, enjoying the race. I think SVG might be having handling issues. Yeah, maybe. Sure looks like it. Sure does look like it. But we're at the end of stage 1, chat. At the end of stage 1. I just can't find it, yo. Too complex. Too complex. Yeah, she's been here. Shelby was here at the beginning. Hard Nose says, let's go. So they'll open up pit road here shortly. Let's listen in.
Well, looking forward to Cheddar's stage number 2 and some more of this action between Christopher Bell and Kyle Larson, and certainly the Toyotas of Denny Hamlin and Ty Gibbs. It has been fierce at the front of the pack.
They will cycle at least one more time before pit road opens, so we will pause 10 seconds for station identification.
So a quick station ID. SVG got banged and had incredible save in the first few laps. Back to it. There we go.
Back here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway for the Pennzoil 400. My name is Nick Yeoman. Brad Gilley joins me here in the broadcast booth. Joining us in the turns, it's Andrew Curlin and Pat Patterson. Our pit reporters are Heather DeBoe, Alan Cavana, and Wendy Venturini. Our top 10 right now with 82 laps to go as we're already into stage number 2. Christopher Bell, Kyle Larson, Denny Hamlin, Ty Gibbs and Bubba Wallace to the top 5. William Byron 6th, Ryan Preece 7th. Chase Elliott 8th, Ryan Blaney 9th, Tyler Reddick 10th. But, Brad, of course, a lot of that can change here on pit lane.
All right, let's go down to Wendy Venturini, our Napa Auto Parts pit reporter.
Well, just an update on Denny Hamlin before they come down pit road. There was communication under caution between Denny Hamlin and his crew chief.
Just
Chris
cannot
Gale.
believe I cannot
The car
find this,
did not
y'all.
take
It's
to the adjustments
unbelievable.
that Denny Hamlin thought they were getting. In fact, it went more of the direction he did not want, which was tight. Come to find out in the communication, a little bit of miscommunication. Nobody was angry about it. They both said, my bad, but Chris Gale adjusted the opposite direction of what Denny Hamlin wanted. So they're going to go back on those adjustments to give Denny what he wants. But simple little communication cues can happen so easily, especially when a driver and crew chief have a great relationship.
Man, great intel. If that was the wrong adjustment, then Denny Hamlin's in really good shape today. He finished the stage in third. All right, pit road is open. Christopher Bell is going to duck down as the Toyota Camry XSE pace car stays on the racetrack. And we will hear from all three of our Napa pit reporters.
All right, here we go. They're about to open up pit road, y'all.
He told his team he's hitting the limiters hard in those bumps in 1 and 2, but his main complaint is he lost a lot of rear grip, so they're going to have to tighten him up.
Tell me where you're from in the chat, y'all. Tell me where you're watching us from today. Let's hear it.
Alan Cavana.
Kyle Larson was running down the lead at the end of that stage, but says he gets just too tight in traffic, so they're going to make another small adjustment, loosen him up a little more.
All right, Christopher Bell will bring him down pit road.
Small adjustment for him, Wendy Venturini.
Yeah, I've got a trouble ticket, Everett.
They're going to free him up with 4 tires. Denny Hamlin also getting the opposite
No response.
correctly this time because he was tight in traffic. Ty Gibbs really tight, thinks it was the right front.
What's up, Connor?
And he could not run the top of the racetrack, so 4 tires.
Bobby from Beantown, right down up in here. What's up, Bobby?
Kyle Larson, Denny Hamlin, Bubba Wallace, Chase Elliott, the top 5 off of pit lane.
Texas in the house. Southern California in the house. Oregon up in here.
You know what? I've been watching Chase Elliott.
Millstone, Montana.
15th. Now they've worked their way up to 5th after pit stops. We're going to get into Cheddar stage number 2.
All right, here we go. Race off pit road. Bell, Larson, Hamlin, Wallace, Elliott.
Wherever you are in life, Freeway gives you more ways to choose.
All right, let's shut that up for the commercials. But we are under caution for the end of stage number 1. Bell wins the race off pit road. Larson second, Hamlin third. Wallace. Oh, it looked like Wallace. They'll come around to start finish and they'll reset it. Who else we got? Ohio in the house. Jacksonville, North Carolina. Cape Cod, Massachusetts for Bobby from Beantown Breakdown.
Resilience, building himself back up with a Toyota team that never lets him stay down.
You see there, y'all. Pit road busy.
Determination to be faster, sharper.
Those are cars a lap or more down.
Bell drives with inspiration because when talent meets the perfect team, you don't just win, you inspire what comes next. Toyota Racing.
Alberta, Canada for Commandant Allen.
NASCAR is a registered trademark of the National Association for Stock Car Auto Racing, LLC.
Denny Hamlin and Ty Gibbs will restart from the tail of the field. Too fast entering pit road. We'll come back. We'll give you a full field rundown here on the Pennzoil 400 from Las Vegas Motor Speedway. This is PRN.
All right, so another little commercial break here. Currently showing lap 5 of 85 in stage 2. Lap 85 of 267 in the race. We're almost a full hour into this bad boy. We've had 1 caution, and that is the one for the stage break. 10 lead changes, 4 caution laps. Milwaukee, Wisconsin in the house says, let's go Bubba Wallace. Gator says, Ohio. Michigan for Shelby Minnick. Go 77 says Gator. That's my driver now, y'all. I was obviously an Earnhardt fan, and then Harvick, and I've decided Hocevar in the 77 is my new favorite driver in NASCAR. Pick me a driver before he has his first Cup win. Ain't no bandwagon in my game, y'all. Hello?
Back at Las Vegas Motor Speedway, we see Ty Gibbs making his way down to pit lane. He's going to come in for service. Obviously, had that penalty, so going to come in and top off on.
Chupapi, North Carolina? Is that a real place?
400. Time for a state water heater.
Is Chupapi, North Carolina, a real place? T?
If you need a water heater, make sure you
is it?
Visit statewaterheaters.com to find a professional installer near you.
Christopher Bell is the leader of the Pennzoil 400 as we'll head into Cheddar's stage number 2. Kyle Larson runs second. Denny Hamlin being shown in third, but he was caught speeding. He will drop to the tail of the field.
Hamlin
Fourth,
busted.
Wallace, Chase Elliott fifth, William Byron
Hamlin
sixth.
busted
Ty
for
Gibbs
speeding.
already came down pit road. Again, he'll have to drop to the back, but being shown seventh right now, Ryan Preece eighth, ninth Tyler Reddick, 10th is Ryan Blaney.
Yeah, so essentially you'll be able to bump up a lot of these drivers up 2 spots when we restart. It'll be Zane Smith 11th right now, Carson Hocevar 12th. Chris Buescher is being shown 13th.
77 is awesome.
His teammate Austin Cindric is 15th.
So for those that are new, our regulars on the channel have drivers assigned to them.
19th AJ Allmendinger and 20th is Ross.
They have drivers that they're assigned to, and if their driver wins, they get awarded by channel points, 150,000 of them.
Noah Gregson, John Hunter Nemechek, 27th.
Polk and Fashion Dolls is from New York State,
Cody Ware in 30th.
rooting for Ross Chastain.
Kyle Busch and back are
Gibbs got busted for speeding as well.
First is Chase Briscoe, 32nd Ty Dillon, 33rd is Cole Custer. Todd Gilliland is 34th. Shane Van Gisbergen, he's got some severe damage, being shown 35th. And the final car also one lap down.
Not good.
Byron 36th.
Field now in tow behind the Toyota Camry XSE pace car as they choose where they'll restart. Brought to you by Freeway Insurance. More ways to choose, more ways to save. Freeway, your way. I want to condense what happened on that cycle of stage 1 brake pit stops, Nick. 3 Joe Gibbs racing cars with penalties.
I'm still laughing about Chupapi, North Carolina. Chupapi.
They realized they still had a loose lug on that car. He ended up driving down pit road, stopped in teammate Ty Gibbs' pit box to get that lug tightened. You're allowed to do that, but it is a penalty. The penalty.
I don't know if we dropped a commercial or what, but we lost a couple.
Teammates will have to start
Cool Dude says Preece is going to pull the stunner today.
10 pit boxes down, but again, you would rather get that lug nut tightened. And of course, that other Joe Gibbs Toyota is Christopher Bell. He is your race leader, Pat Patterson, as they are all stacked up behind the 2026 Toyota Camry XSE pace car as we are set to get stage number 2 underway here in Las Vegas.
Yeah,
Bell's Deuce is a T.
Getting into turn 3, middle between 3 and 4. Winds kind of died down out here. As we watch a Toyota and a Chevy up here in the front row, it'll be the same thing matched up for the second row there with Chase Elliott.
Once we get going, I'm going to jump up and use the restroom real fast, y'all.
Hits the pit road. Everybody's on their feet, waving their hats in their hands. Let's get going again in Vegas.
Headed to the Echo Park Automotive Restart Zone. Echo Park Automotive, every car happy owner. Stage number 2 will kick off here in the Pennzoil 400 as Christopher Bell gets a little bit of a jump over Kyle Larson, but they run door-to-door into 1.
Kyle Larson will draw even with Christopher Bell. Bubba Wallace drifts up the racetrack. He wants to go 3 wide. But it's Christopher Bell up front. Kyle Larson side by side for the second position. They're 3 wide behind him.
William Byron trying to make a sandwich out of it all in that third spot, or battle for the third
Peter
spot.
McCluskey says 77 to the front.
Through the corner. Bell's going to lead them all 4.
Bell's got the race lead. Larson's challenging, but everybody's watching that 3-wide battle for third. It's Chase Elliott, William Byron, Bubba Wallace, and Larson nearly takes out Bell into 1.
They're side by side for the lead. They're 3 wide behind him. Which battle do you follow? Kyle Larson down low, Christopher Bell up high, and they're still 3 wide behind him for third.
Wow, Chase Elliott on the bottom. Here's got William Byron, his teammate. Top side is
What's up,
Bubba
Jess?
Wallace. Nobody giving an inch. It's still a hot battle off the front.
We had a fairly calm stage number 1. Stage number 2, anything but. Door-to-door for the lead. Larson on the inside of Bell. Door-to-door for 3rd through 10th right now as they go back to 1.
Kyle Larson still side by side with Bell for the lead. Larson down
Larson
low.
wants the lead bad, y'all.
In third, and William Byron wants that spot from him, but they're still side by side for the lead.
Larson working the bottom of the 2, but they work into turn number 3. Larson pulls a nose out in front.
All right, I'll be right back, y'all. I got to use the restroom right fast.
Oh, these two dirt
I'll be right
track
back.
NASCAR rivals are not cutting each other an inch. They bang doors into turn number 1 2 laps ago. It's still undecided. Larson on the bottom, Bell on the top side.
There is no room between those 2 cars right now for the lead. Christopher Bell runs the middle. Larson drifts up the track. Bell by about a half a car length over Kyle Larson.
They stay side by side with each other. Once again, the lead at Vegas between these two. Nobody giving an inch. Midway through 3 and 4, they continue to go side by side.
Hendrick teammates Chase Elliott and William Byron run third and fourth. They're going to sit and watch this battle as Kyle Larson still on the inside of Christopher Bell. He shoves him up the racetrack to 1.
This will open the door for Chase Elliott. They're 3 wide for the lead at Las Vegas. Chase Elliott on the inside. Kyle Larson in the middle. Bell on the outside. 3 wide for the lead.
Georgia's favorite son making a sandwich out of it. Going down into turn number 3. Here comes Chase Elliott trying to take the lead away from both of the guys to his right. Can't get it done. They're still 3 wide.
Boy, they get awful tight, nearly rubbing fenders. The fans are on their feet saluting this battle. Now William Byron's in it. He'll give Larson a shot through the middle as Larson takes the lead.
Byron had to pick a teammate, and he picked Kyle Larson. He's sold the leader right now, but they're 3 wide for second. Chase Elliott now is the sole second driver, and they're side by side for third.
All right, here's the leader now. Larson's got it by a car length over his teammate, and that is Chase Elliott. The battle continues for that third spot, but Kyle Larson finally settles it out all 4.
Guess who jumps into this now 5-car battle for the lead? Tyler Reddick drives to the outside of William Byron. Battle for second has Bell going to the outside of Elliott.
Bell draws to the outside of Chase Elliott. He'll run the middle groove. Elliott down low. Tyler Reddick behind them. They're side by side. Bell's going to get a great run on the back straightaway.
I'm sorry, what did I miss?
All right, Chad, I'm back.
Lap. My goodness, we just started this stage. Larson out in front.
And they are battling right here early in stage 2.
Reddick's got it rolling from the top side.
Yeah,
look at Reddick.
172 laps to go, but they're racing like there's only 2 laps to go. Now, finally, Kyle Larson with a little bit of breathing room. The battle's for third. Chase Elliott trying to hold off Tyler Reddick.
Tyler Reddick wants that spot from him. He'll run the middle line. Chase Elliott down low. Reddick trying to gain momentum and gain speed on Chase Elliott.
Here they come down the Nellis straightaway. Larson out front by 2 car lengths. Then there is Bell. Here goes Chase Elliott to the bottom of the racetrack. Reddick's going to challenge right up the middle between these guys.
Top 5 have gone single file, almost in formation on the straightaway, but boy, does that change when they get into the turn. Kyle Larson pulling away. Reddick in force.
300 cars up there and a couple Toyotas. Correct, J. Ramos.
Kyle Larson the leader in the middle. Bell down low. Then it's Chase Elliott and Reddick running the middle as Byron draws to the inside.
They're not bullshitting, y'all. 16 of 85 in stage 2. 96 of 267 in the race.
Byron slides up the racetrack ever so slightly. The battle for 4th is still side by side, all 4.
Byron did not get a good entrance into turn number 3. Got a better exit off of turn 4. He is even with Tyler Reddick at the start-finish line. This is the battle for 4th here in Vegas.
Tyler Reddick has been one of the best drivers today on running that top to middle groove, and that's where he is right now.
Zane Smith in 9th.
Speed of the 20 degrees of banking to pass William Byron.
William Byron not giving an inch here. Again, they stay side by side with Reddick. They go into turn number 3. Byron's got the position down at the bottom of the
Shout out to the 386 in the chat, y'all. Appreciate it.
Reddick will have to concede, but that's only for now. Kyle Larson leads Christopher Bell, Chase Elliott, William Byron, Tyler Reddick.
Yep, no wrecks yet, no wrecks.
And look, all the way from the back, Austin Cindric now.
They keep driving like they've been, though. There'll be some.
Cindric just made a great pass. He's been moving forward. He has eyes on
There will be some if they keep driving like they have been this start of this stage.
Cindric gets that position. Then you got Priest there coming in strong. Also Ryan Blaney as they get into turn number 3. Christopher Bell now trying to close the margin down on the leader.
Yeah, Christopher Bell's getting after it out of turn number 4. He has closed it down to about 3 car lengths. He and Kyle Larson battled side by side, Andrew, for about the first 7 or 8 laps of this stage.
Bell has a lot of speed today at Las Vegas, and he wants to show that off. They're both on the bottom of the racetrack as he tries to draw closer to the leader.
A little further back there, good 2-car battle shaping up. Ryan Blaney trying to
Cambodia.
the 60 of Ryan Priest. That settles down to about a 2-car length change. Meanwhile, no change up front. Here's Larson.
Remember, in stage number 1, Denny Hamlin led the bulk of it, and Christopher Bell chased him around the track. Almost looks like that's what Bell is doing again with Kyle Larson as they're back in 1.
Yeah, they're both running about.
Randy Megason rooting for the 45.
Now above Christopher Bell as he tries to draw even, but further back, looking at Ryan Blaney and Ryan Priest, and in front of them, Austin Cindric, good battle on the racetrack.
Now, a pair of Fords there, Andrew, trying to get together and get racy here as they enter turn number 3. It'll be Blaney by about 3 car lengths out in front of Priest. That first 10 or 12 cars at the bottom of the racetrack.
So as we still have 65 laps to go in stage number 2, we have Kyle Larson leading Christopher Bell, Chase Elliott, William Byron, and Tyler Reddick, your top 5.
When you're vacationing in your RV, there are some things.
All right, check. Commercial break. Commercial break there. Stage 2, we're on 21 of 85 in Stage 2. Lap 101 of 267 in the race. We're 1 hour and 1 minute into this bad boy with one caution. That was the caution for the end of Stage 1. 11 lead changes, 7 caution laps. Kyle Larson is your leader by 0.4 of a second over Christopher Bell, 0.5 over Elliott in third, 0.6 over Byron in fourth. Tyler Reddick, fifth, is the first car a second or more down.
To find your next pizza.
High intensity into Cheddar stage number 2 here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Kyle Larson continues to lead. 62 laps now to go in the stage. From Las Vegas, this is PRN, the Performance Racing Network.
Be doing some commercials on the radio too, chat. Jocelyn, good luck with your title defense with your Dodgers, Valhalla. You will lose again to me. What you talking about, Jocelyn? We running hot. So after this race, chat, after this race, I'll be streaming United States versus Dominican Republic in the World Baseball Classic.
And I just threw it out in the garage here.
That's the plan today, a doubleheader. Doubleheader today. Larson, so Chevy, Toyota, Chevy, your top 4. Go Giants is Cambodia Noi.
Traveling show for the NASCAR Hall of Fame. To go
Oh, your Yankees. Ain't nobody worried about the Yankees, Jocelyn.
And a couple of different kids that were race fans, and we were thought, hey, we'll just stop and make a donation to help their families pay their bills. And that's what we did.
But I'm rooting for Aaron Judge tonight, girl.
30th anniversary of the Kyle Petty Charity.
Rooting for Aaron Judge tonight to help USA advance to the finals of the WBC.
Back at Las Vegas Motor Speedway for the Pennzoil 400. Sometimes we take commercial breaks, and I don't necessarily need them. Brad, I felt like we kind of needed that one to catch our breath. A wild opening stanza of stage number 2. Let's get an update on one driver who's having a pretty good day. Austin Cindric runs in the 8th position. Let's check in with Napa pit reporter Alan Cavana.
Man, Austin Cindric up 23 spots since the start of this race, up 6 positions on that last restart. He just obviously loves the way his car is running, says it's been a little...
Hater says, where is that 77?
Gotten better. A driver, a team that needs it, that needs a good finish today. So again, early
Looking down, he's in 15th, my man, 15th.
He was unsure about how the Fords were going to run after a Saturday of practice and qualifying, but Austin Cindric, one of the faster, biggest movers today so far.
Michael McDowell having to make an
Austin Taxler says, I wish my hometown kid Bush would pull it out.
Yesterday in practice, they were pretty much at the bottom of the scoreboard. Now they are quickly racing their way to the front. Ryan Blaney currently runs in 7th. Austin Cindric is in 8th. Joey Logano's worked his way back up to 13th. And Nick, that number 22 just looked awful yesterday, and now he's on the move.
Yeah, we had question marks, Brad, about the entire Ford camp. And while nobody's really shown anything for guys like Larson, Bell, and Elliott, you look at timing and scoring, 7th through 13th.
Well, who's riding along with Larson in the 5?
Zane Smith,
Inman riding along with Larson in the 5 car.
Have issues. It does appear the Ford camp is at least in the ballpark to maybe pick up the pieces.
Blaney on the move midway down the Nellis straightaway, Pat.
Watching him work into the corner now. He gets around Reddick. Bottom of the racetrack he goes, and he'll keep that car right at the bottom of the racetrack as he'll try to chase down Bubba Wallace.
Yeah, the disadvantage.
Wind picking up here in southern Arizona, so it's likely picking up 3 times that amount in the Vegas area.
Straightaway, Andrew, is an impressive one.
Blaney has been moving forward in that Pennzoil Ford. His next target is Bubba Wallace.
Where's Zilich at?
Towards the bottom of the racetrack as he tries to close in on Bubba Wallace.
Wallace midway down the backstretch, right under the big flag. The Nellis straightaway into the corner. He goes.
Zilich all the way back there in 27th, 2 laps down. 2 laps down for Zilich.
Right now from Austin Cindric.
Battle for third just went 1 lap, and it was William Byron taking it away from Chase Elliott.
It did not take much for William Byron to get around Chase Elliott. What's interesting is just
Zilich a non-factor.
that car passed both of them a few laps ago.
Yeah, Allgaier picking up some fresh rubber just a few minutes ago as well. Meanwhile, up front,
Might have to kick who to the curb.
He's got about a 3-car lead now off of Bell off the corner.
Yeah, it's a bit of a rubber band up front. Kyle Larson will pull a gap.
The rubber band, man.
Right back. Christopher Bell starting to hunt him down. It's about 3 car lengths back into 1.
And Bell tries to close in.
No problem.
His dirt racing rival, at least, Kyle Larson. Both of them running the bottom of the racetrack. Kyle Larson trying to play a little bit of defense on Christopher Bell.
Driver number 5 now down the Nellis straightaway again. Call it 3 car lengths or so. This is the battle between 2nd and 3rd. Bell likes the high side out near the yellow safer barrier as he tries to get a run off the hill.
All of this happening with 53 laps to go here in stage number 2. Kyle Larson right now enjoys about a 0.2 of a second advantage over Christopher Bell.
What's up, Wiffle Lab?
Here's what's interesting is Justin Allgaier behind them. It might make this battle for the lead interesting here as he.
What song? The Rubber Band Man song, or are you hearing music?
Allgaier will pull right back up to where Bell is now, entering turn at number 3. Probably got a good chance of going around him here with the.
Let me update my subscriber count here.
Try to do. Allgaier will take the 48 car right to the bumper of Bell.
We picked up a couple today.
The spotters and crew chief going to let our front 2 know that Justin Allgaier is indeed 3 laps down as the leaders head back to 1.
He doesn't have the speed, though, that you'd think he's 3 laps down. Christopher Bell down low. Kyle Larson in the middle. Bell trying to find some speed to get him around the leader.
Yeah, Allgaier having to deal with some speeding issues getting on and off pit road. That is what really has upset his day. Right now, though, he's got a fast race car.
Current subscriber count 31,769. Those are the Berserkers. Current member count 509. 509 V homies.
Yeah, it's not a terrible idea. The only thing is Justin Allgaier is a teammate to Kyle Larson. So once he gets around Christopher Bell, well, then it'd be interesting to see where he would hang, or if Larson would just simply give him.
We're doing racing, Cambodia. We're doing racing, not
certainly kind of an interesting.
Not your
after that
life situation.
We dropped the green flag for stage number 2.
Let's let you know where your favorite drivers are running now. We've got 50 laps to go here in Cheddar's stage number 2. This leaderboard update sponsored by Progressive Insurance, making it easy to save money. When you bundle your auto policy with home, condo, or renters, you'll earn a multi-policy
discount. Bagley, welcome to the Berserkers. General Thor will be proud.
Progressive.com.
Kyle Larson is your race leader. He has led 23 laps today. He's got a 0.4 of a second lead over Christopher Bell in 2nd. William Byron runs in 3rd. Another Hendrick Chevrolet in 4th. That is Chase Elliott. Bubba Wallace is in 5th. Ryan Blaney is the top running Ford driver. He runs in 6th. The Toyota of Tyler Reddick is 7th. Then a trio of Fords to round out the top 10. 8th, Ryan Preece. 9th, Austin Cindric. And 10th, Chris Buescher.
Zane Smith runs in 11th. 12th is Brad Keselowski. Denny Hamlin, after a speeding penalty, has worked his way back up to 13th. Joey Logano dropped to 14th. 15th is Carson Hocevar. Ty Gibbs also popped for speeding. He runs 16th. Ross Chastain's been dropped down to 17th. 18th is Daniel Suarez. Austin Dillon 19th. And Eric Jones is 20th.
A.J. Allmendinger runs in the 21st position. 22nd is Riley Herbst. Josh Berry, first car, 1 lap down. He's in 23rd. Chase Briscoe's had some issues. He's 24th. Kyle Busch is 25th. 26 is the rookie Connor.
I'm in Arizona, Gator. I'm in southern Arizona. I grew up in Los Angeles, but I'm in Arizona.
Cole Custer is 30th. All of those cars, Brad, 1 lap down.
Pit window for Sunoco Fuel is actually open now here in stage number 2. We'll see if they split it, and we'll find out more coming up here as Kyle Larson now has a 1.3 second advantage over Christopher Bell and 2 lap cars, one of Justin Allgaier, the other of Michael McDowell in the mix. Justin Allgaier is trying to unlap himself the natural way. We'll see what happens when we come back to Las Vegas Motor Speedway.
All right, take a break, bro.
Do you want to save money on your next flight?
Take a long break.
Phone and call. That's right, call, because the best prices are...
Cambodia. Taking a ride on a jet plane, chat. Pickerington, Ohio for Gator. I in a commercial break on the radio.
Searching all of those travel sites to find the lowest price on your next flight. Let one of our
Appreciate it, Debbie Jones. Appreciate it.
Agents find the best price for
Manitoba, Canada.
Today and get ready to see the world.
Manitoba, Canada, up in here. Orlando, Florida for Debbie Jones.
That's 800.
I don't want to hear the commercials, y'all, so I'll just mute them when they're on. But Larson's lead now looks like a full 2 seconds over Bell. Yeah, so Larson is checking out here as we approach green flag pit stops.
Telling him to use a bigger arc in the middle, still a little loose. Also when Joey Logano tight in traffic and to fire off. He said he's losing front turn, but not enough to make an adjustment. Alan Cavana.
Toronto for historic cinematics. Pickerington. Oh, where's Hamlin? Let me look. Scrolling down to look for Hamlin, y'all. 13th. 13th for Hamlin.
And Chris Buescher in for his green flag stop. Not a lot of comments from him under the radio, but he had 4 Goodyear tires.
All right, the 45 on pit road on my TV. Larson coming down pit road.
Just a moment ago, he was really loose. They were going to pit in 5 laps, but they brought him down about 4 laps before that. That's the trending.
Collingwood, Ontario, Canada for JD Stroker.
Also on pit road, Christopher Bell, who said he was.
You got a fantasy baseball draft today?
They both came down for 4 tires in Sunoco fuel. That was Ryan Priest. You heard just leave his pit stop for 4 tires and Sunoco fuel.
This pit window opening with 43 laps to go here in Cheddar's stage number 2. And Alan Cavana, things are starting to get busier. And I see a pit sign flailing in front of you.
Yeah, that's Todd Gilliland coming in, but we also saw Bubba Wallace come into the pits. A lot of speed there, but he needs trouble. He needs help.
Appreciate it, Gator. Appreciate it.
Firing off. Also, Chase Elliott just had his best run of the race. He told the team, I think I found something here, and they agreed.
All right, thank you very much to our Napa Auto Parts pit reporters.
There we go, Dave Blaney on the telecast.
2 laps to go here in Cheddar stage number 2. In fact,
currently showing as the leader.
Brings his Cheddar Chevrolet to the service of his crew, led by crew chief Jim Pullman. AJ Allmendinger also coming in for this pit cycle. Ryan Blaney has remained out. He retains the lead right now. Denny Hamlin is currently running in second.
Man, you guys been hitting that sub thing. I got to update it again.
In 4th and 3rd, respectively. Daniel Suarez also
Let's
has
go.
yet to pit. Those are the only 5 that have stayed out so far, as a handful more drivers are making their pit service. We owe our stations a break now to our local stations from Las Vegas. This is PRN, the Performance Racing Network.
All right, yet another commercial. Blaney now is showing as the leader with a 4.3 second lead over Hamlin. 1.993 over Keselowski. I'm guessing Blaney might be coming in shortly. Anywho, stage 2, 45 of 85. We're on lap 125 of 267 in the race, so getting real close to halfway. 1 hour, 13 minutes into it with 1 caution, 12 lead change, 7 caution laps. I believe that's the length of time since they pitted. Blaney, it's been 41 laps, 42 now, since he brought that Ford on pit road. Hamlin, who's in second, 39 laps. Keselowski, 42. The first car that pitted is Kyle Larson in 6th. Kyle Larson in 6th, first car that has already pitted.
One distraction can change everything.
So first TV race I saw was 89, the 500. Nothing like the Icky Shuffle to guarantee a lifelong fan. That was a wall trip, right?
Yeah, Denny Hamlin hit pit road. He had that speeding penalty the last time we came down pit road. He's been trying to overcome that ever since. Still fighting a tight in the center.
All right, Blaney on pit road on TV chat. So Keselowski cycles through as the leader.
And Ryan Blaney was in. He was complaining again that the lack of rear grip became an issue, so they did yet another air pressure adjustment for him. Also in Connor Zillage, he said he was really tight, so they loosened up that 88.
Only 2 cars have stayed out, Nick Yeoman. That's Brad Keselowski and Carson Hocevar. Once they cycle through, the lead goes back to Kyle Larson.
Old DW.
Carson Hocevar leave pit lane, so service is completed for that Spire Motorsports driver. So that hands the lead over to, as you mentioned, Brad Keselowski, who's going to try to go a little bit longer than everybody. And then, as you pointed out, Kyle Larson, I watched that pit stop. Great work by that HendrickCars.com crew.
You know, I hate to time out people and stuff, chat. But, you know, I don't know if this is the format. Cambodia was probably liquored up
for Brad Keselowski. But as you pointed out, Brad, that
going through some shit at the house.
Christopher Bell, William
And
Byron,
I mean,
top three.
I get it. I get it. People have lives to lead, but the reason people are here is to find out what's going on in this race.
We have 22 cars still on the lead lap. Michael McDowell being shown as the first car 1 lap down. We'll see where he cycles in front of Kyle Larson. Really keep your eye on Chase Briscoe, Nick, because he has had 2 finishes of 37.
25 subscribers away from 31.8.
Single runner-up in the Auto Trader 400 at Echo Park Speedway in Atlanta. This team has struggled, and one of the pre-race conversations we've had, in fact, it was Alan Cabana's pit road preview. Can Chase Briscoe?
There we go. Larson back to the top.
With a penalty. They've had a bit of a rough day.
Larson just passed Keselowski. And it's back to Larson, Bell, Byron. Larson's lead over Bell, 2.717.
Stage number 1 certainly doesn't look like it's going to be the case here in stage number 2 because he is indeed running 1 lap down. And as you pointed out, he's got to monitor all those cars around him, also 1 lap down. In fact, Kyle Larson's also starting to lap more drivers here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. So when it rains, it pours for Chase Briscoe as he is just trying to find a way to right his season and get that Joe Gibbs Toyota back where it belongs, which is contending for race wins week in, week out.
We have 34 laps to go here in stage number 2. Now that they've gone through their pit cycle, let's give you a leaderboard update. Kyle Larson leads the Pennzoil 400. Christopher Bell runs 2nd. William Byron is 3rd. 4th is Bubba Wallace.
Nice on DW, says Carmen. All right, we're kind of stuck here at about 338.
9th is Austin Cindric. Denny Hamlin back up in the top 10.
In 11th, it is...
oh, no, I wasn't talking about you, Deb. I wasn't talking about you.
Joey Logano runs in the 14th position. 15th is
77 car was too tight.
17th is Carson Hocevar. Brad Keselowski, after that recent pit stop, has rejoined the field in 18th. 19th is Eric Jones. 20th, Daniel Suarez.
Running 21st right now.
Yeah, I'm not a counselor, Lioness. I am not a counselor.
Shane Van Gisbergen -1 lap in 26th.
I just stream sports on YouTube.
24th, Michael McDowell.
Not the best place to go.
25th. 26th is Kyle Busch. John Hunter Nemechek, 27th. Ricky Stenhouse.
Let's go Larson, says Keith Inman.
29th is Connor Zilic. He's being shown -2 laps now. And Justin Allgaier also -2 laps in 30th.
Also 2 laps down in 31st is Ty Dillon. Cole Custer is 32nd. Cody Ware is 33rd. Noah Gregson is 34th. Josh Berry, the defending winner of this race, struggling back in 35th. Todd Gilliland is in 36th. He had a speeding penalty on his most recent pit stop. All 36 cars, though, running.
You can go with him if you want to.
I hesitate bringing that up.
I have no problem.
All told, despite some pretty ferocious racing on the restarts, we have had a clean race today at Las Vegas Motor Speedway.
Shane Van Gisbergen having to come down pit road yet another time. Wendy Venturini had documented that he had some splitter damage early in the race. He's one of the drivers we talked about pre-race, Nick. Came into this event 5th in the point standings, had a great start to the season from Daytona to Echo Park Speedway, a runner-up finish at Circuit of the Americas.
Dr. Val will give you the prescription you need. I think I have a doctor.
You talked about he really needed just some base
hits
to get through the rest of the regular season. Still 3 more road courses to go, but today is not a base hit. Today looks like just a hit.
I will give that Trackhouse team a lot of credit, though. I've watched every time he comes down pit lane, they're working on the splitter. And, in fact, we got a car really slow down the front straight.
Man, I missed my hotkeys.
I watched him just a moment ago, and I couldn't see that he actually caught the wall at all. But certainly the 48 slowed down right at turn number 4, Nick.
Bye.
Pace. Looks like he's got it picked back up there in turn number 2, but that certainly caught my eye. But again, to the point about SVG, Brad, that team's been working as hard as they possibly can to get rectify the issues with that splitter. But again, the problem is he's fallen 2 laps down.
I just corrected my attitude.
Hit for the international driver.
28 laps to go here in stage number 2. Kyle Larson enjoys a 2.4
attitude corrected
over Christopher Bell, William Byron, Bubba Wallace, and Tyler Reddick.
Coca-Cola. For the big, for the small, the short, and the...
One of these days, maybe they'll learn. One of these days, people will learn that I am not to be effed with. I give 0 Fs about your feelings.
Part of my career.
Lap 58 of 85 in stage 2, 138 is 267 in the race. 1 hour, 21 minutes, 1 caution, 14 lead changes, 7 caution laps. Larson's lead, 2.23. 2.23 over Bell, 0.471. That's weird. Why are those numbers so weird? Mario in the house. Little Jack picks Kyle Larson. Appreciate it, Debbie. Appreciate it. Here we go.
That's Fast Talk right here on.
We have legal cannabis, Gator. The Mary J. Wanna is legal in the AZ.
Mobile app. By downloading the mobile app, you can listen
What's
to
up,
the live
Andrew?
race broadcast while you're on the go, making sure you don't miss a second.
Yeah, the Mary J. Wanna is legal here, brother.
Fingertips by downloading the PRN mobile app today. Available.
341 in the house. If you're new, hit the sub, get a video like. Do the like even if you're old.
Back at Las Vegas Motor Speedway, Kyle Larson leads in stage number 2. Pat Patterson
Just got back from the library doing homework.
Watching Willie B. William Byron, he's doing a great job right now. Trying
Absolutely,
to
Gator. Absolutely.
Bell gets across the stripe here, and Andrew, I keep watching him as he closes it in. Looks like he gets a better shot into the corner down on your end.
The gap has ebbed and flowed between Bell and Byron, but Bell is losing ground once again to William Byron as they go down the back straightaway.
First time watching on app. I love it. Good job. No problem, Lost.
He takes his red, white,
Welcome to the stream, man.
Machine up to the very top of the racetrack to try to gain some more distance.
Larson's lead, according to the TV, is 1.53 over Bell, 1.96
heavy lap traffic, so both Bell and Byron
over third
start the
place.
battle and catch the race leader.
I'll say that Kyle Larson's lead has gotten a lot smaller. He's currently being held up by Ricky Stenhouse Jr. That allows Bell to slowly close in on Larson.
Stenhouse Jr. will go up to the high side of the racetrack. Larson will get down to the bottom here in 3 and 4. Bell about 12 car lengths back. William Byron again trying to cut that margin down.
Ricky Stenhouse Jr. now 2 laps down here in the Pennzoil 400 with 21 to go in stage number 2.
Well, kinda. Streamlabs not helping me none, Andrew, but I'm ready.
Larson in second place, Christopher Bell. Larson did get around Ricky Stenhouse Jr., but the gap has definitely closed over the last 10 laps.
A.J. Allmendinger is going to fight hard for that spot because I think he's about the last car on the lead lap right now. Larson's going to close in on him, and that's going to give Bell a chance to kind of close in on Stenhouse, who's a lap car in between the two.
That is accurate, Pat. A.J. Allmendinger, 21st right now, and the final car on the lead lap. Larson's chasing after him. So is Bell and Byron into one.
We saw lap cars come into play as A.J. Allmendinger drifts up the racetrack in a rather dramatic fashion. Larson will get to his inside, but can Larson navigate the lap traffic and keep the lead in stage 2?
Larson's got pretty clean sailing now till he gets all the way around to, I think it's Zilich be the next car on his hit list. But Bell trying to close that distance. He's got 2 lap cars between he and the leader.
19 to go here in stage number 2. Christopher Bell's got to get around the lap traffic of Ricky Stenhouse Jr. and A.J. Allmendinger if he wants to catch Larson.
Suddenly, Christopher Bell is in a mess. He goes around the outside of Ricky Stenhouse Jr., and now he'll set his sights on A.J. Allmendinger to get around.
There you go, Deb. There you go.
Larson into the corner. A.J. Allmendinger is the car in between Bell and the leader. Bell goes high up on
Hey, appreciate it, Kelly Jones. Appreciate it.
Now after getting pretty close a moment ago.
Yeah, William Byron's next task will be to get around the lap car of Stenhouse. Bell needs to get around Allmendinger. Larson needs to check out here with 18 laps to go in stage 2.
Larson's trying to get
It's tonight, Everett. It's USA versus Dominican Republic is tonight, right after this on the channel.
Bell gets around the lap car, and now He has sights directly on Larson.
Here's the leader, Kyle Larson, bottom of the racetrack in turns 3 and 4. Takes that left front tire, paints that white line down at the bottom. Christopher Bell now has got a clean shot at trying to run down him.
Stage number 1, Christopher Bell reeled in.
Tomorrow night will be that Italy versus
Kyle Larson in stage 2.
Venezuela game tomorrow night.
Cars that are side by side right in front of Kyle Larson. That's Connor Zilich and Kyle Busch.
Gator says the 77 about to go a lap down. Is he? Not good. Not good. All my bets are horrible today, it looks like. Except for Reddick.
His tire tracks also at the bottom of the racetrack.
Yeah, those lap cars that may end up being in the way include Ross
Except for
Chastain,
Reddick, yo.
Connor Zilich, Kyle Busch. They are all about 8 to 10 car lengths ahead of the race leader, Kyle Larson.
The good news is they've
Steven Hernandez, welcome to the Berserkers. General Thor will be proud.
Nice with the race leader, Kyle Larson.
Yeah, so the first car one lap down is A.J. Allmendinger in 21st. Ross Chastain, the next to go a lap down. Hocevar about 6 cars in front of Chastain.
As we have 15 laps to go in stage number 2, let's go down to Napa pit reporter Alan Cabana.
Well, the strength for Kyle Larson for much of this day has been at the end of the
Nope, no days off. And then, you know, the Venezuela and
Larson on the radio said my car is just not.
Come on, Reddick.
Cliff Daniels, his crew chief, agreed and said, "Yeah, we're going to go back on the adjustment."
Yeah, Venezuela and Italy, they won't have a day off before the final. They'll play the finals on Tuesday.
Number 3, Kyle Larson moves up to the top side of the racetrack. Here comes Christopher Bell. Brad, we may have a race for the lead off of turn 4.
Kyle Busch a lap down in front of Larson. Ross Chastain still on the lead lap in front.
Oh, absolutely, Kelly. Absolutely. I do it all on this channel. I do everything.
We know Ross Chastain is going to fight Kyle Larson hard to stay on the lead lap. Larson's going to go 3 wide in the middle and try to pass them both down the back straightaway.
Oh, Larson had to get out of the gas for these 2 cars in front of him. Bell is going to be all over him into the corner. Larson will make it 3 wide now with Chastain down on the bottom, trying to find a way to get around him. Can't get it done off the corner. They're still knotted up.
Boy, these are tense moments that you hate if you're a race leader. Kyle Larson trying to pick his way around lap traffic, gets to the outside of Ross Chastain. They'll drag race into 1.
This is Larson's best look at trying to put a lap on Ross Chastain. He will successfully get around him.
At March, they'll make the brackets for March Madness at 5 o'clock Central, correct?
Chastain and these guys, they don't have to get out of the way. They're trying to fight to stay what they've got as far as the position on the racetrack. But right now, Larson with, again, a mirror full of Bell.
3-car battle for the lead as William Byron has now been able to join the fray. Ross Chastain sits between leader Kyle Larson and second place Christopher Bell.
Ross Chastain is not done. He just held off Christopher Bell passing him. He's almost setting his sights back on Kyle Larson to unlap himself.
Evan Cindy Lee, welcome to the Berserkers. General Thor will be proud. Thank you so much.
To get right to the bumper of Christopher Bell. William Byron will take his Chevrolet up to the top, right out next to the safer barrier. Christopher Bell
19 away from 31.8.
Yeah, William Byron certainly rim-riding through turns 3 and 4. Carries a lot of momentum down below the apron. He's going to take a look to the inside of Bell for second.
They're side by side for second in front of them. Ross Chastain side by side with the leader to try to unlap himself. Byron on the inside. He'll clear himself to second over Christopher Bell.
Wow, William Byron really taking advantage of this end of the racetrack. Going way
Just about 10 to go. 10 to go in stage 2, chat.
Down at the bottom of the racetrack, that's where the leader is right now. Once again, Larson holds him off the corner.
10 laps to go in stage number 2. Kyle Larson now able to pull away as Ross Chastain is holding up second.
Oh, I don't know, GG. I don't know. I kind of follow Arizona. It's the only one I really pay attention to for college basketball.
He'll try to attack the leader.
Larson still has Kyle Busch in front of him. Those 2 cars pretty evenly matched with each other. Up in front of him is Eric Jones. Bottom of the racetrack, once again, Larson trying to work on the number 8 of Kyle Busch.
Boy, last couple laps, William Byron has turned up the wick. He is closing in.
We haven't seen Theo today, chat. We haven't seen Theo at all.
Is still in lap traffic.
Maybe he's at a devil game.
Car of Kyle Busch. He runs the middle. Byron, about 5 car lengths behind him, runs the bottom groove. It looks like he's going to be able to mount one final attack on the race leader.
Both Kyle Larson and the car he's got in front of him, Kyle Busch, are faster than the 43 of Eric Jones. Now, they're going to catch them before the end of the stage. Here's Larson off the corner, trying to make the pass on Busch.
8 laps to go here in stage number 2. Kyle Busch already a lap down. Trying to
31 and 1? Crazy.
In this race is
Let's go Kyle Larson, says Michael Niners.
On Kyle Larson, that allows William Byron to draw in a little bit closer.
You're going to take Arizona in one bracket? They're probably going to be in West, right?
It's obvious that Larson's car does not work that well with a car equally matched to him in this dirty air. But Larson's car can go to the bottom of the racetrack, and that's been a big advantage for him.
Hey, they're on the TV. They're on board with Hocevar.
William Byron inches a little bit closer.
Carmen.
Larson now pulls even with Kyle Busch. Can't pull off that pass. Byron and Bell continue to chase into one.
Ooh, this is the closest that William Byron has been to Kyle Larson. Call it 4 car lengths, now 3 car lengths. William Byron trying to look for the race lead.
I'll take you through the field after the stage is complete, y'all.
He's got to make a decision whether he's going to go with Busch to the top side of the racetrack. That's exactly what he'll try to do. Try to get a run off of the corner here. Going to come out and challenge for the lead off the corner.
Hendrick on Hendrick crime for the lead.
Larson almost hits Busch on the outside as Byron drives to the inside and takes the lead with 6 to go in stage 2.
New race leader William Byron. Now he's down low.
You're welcome, Mike. Don't count out the 12, says Kevin and Cindy Lee.
Yeah, good call, Andrew.
They're repping Blaney.
The script here for the final few laps of this stage. Into the corner. Here's the 24 car with that left front wheel on the line. He is leading by 6 car lengths off of the turn 4.
It just gets so tight with that funneling off of turn number 4. Now Larson finally slides up in front of Kyle Busch, but William Byron has set sail. A 5 car length.
Byron just zooms by.
Once again, lap cars have come into the gamesmanship here at the end of the stage. Kyle Larson clears Busch. Now Bell draws even with Kyle Busch. He's trying to get around him.
Kyle Busch is going to race Larson. He's not messing around. Goes right to his bumper there. He would like to get back in front of him before the stage is over with. Almost wrecked himself. Sent himself up to the top of the wall. Larson continues to hold the lead.
367 in the house. It's our high for today. Sub, like, please.
Lap traffic between himself and Kyle Larson with 4 to go in the stage.
And what's
there you go.
For William Byron
hit the like, subscribe.
Lap cars in front of him. It might run
Can member up for as little as $1, y'all. Get access to those emojis.
Any ground on Kyle Busch.
William Byron's got no problems here. He can ease on around here, and Eric Jones is certainly far enough up front of him not to become a problem. Second place, though, Kyle Larson with a mirror full of Chris Bell.
Yeah, Christopher Bell starting to close in. He's trying to clear that lap car of Kyle Busch. Just has to pinch it really tight off of turn 4. He'll continue to chase after Larson.
Every lap, Christopher Bell trying to hack away at passing Kyle Busch. It looks like he may be able to do it now and finally set his sights on second place Kyle Larson.
Yeah, Busch will settle in here behind Christopher Bell.
Savar on pit road on the TV.
Shove from Busch into the corner. Meanwhile, up front, here's William Byron. He's all the way through turn 4, exiting back to the stripe.
William Byron now will cross the stripe. It'll be 2 laps to go here in stage number 2. He enjoys
2 to go.
1 second lead now over Kyle Larson.
There are some lap cars in front of William Byron, but as Pat noted, I don't think they're going to really come into play here at the end of the stage, but the battle for second may heat up. It's 3 car lengths between Larson and Bell.
William Byron is going to catch the 34 car of
I've got money on him for the win.
Side of the racetrack. Won't
Gator.
cause him any problems here off the corner as Byron will head back to get the white flag.
Yep, Byron hugs the bottom through turns 3 and 4. He'll try to streak his way past Gilliland and start this final lap of stage number 2 with the race lead.
One final time for William Byron here in stage number 2. He's still even with Todd Gilliland, but I don't think it's going to be enough time for second place to catch him. William Byron now on the back straightaway. One final time in stage 2.
Here we go.
Has been so good here today, but man, look at the Chevys now in this second stage. They have really come on strong. William Byron, bottom of the racetrack here, stands back up on the gas. He'll go look for that green and white checkered flag.
Off of turn number 4, William Byron will see the green and white checkered flag. He wins stage 2 of the Pennzoil 400. Kyle Larson comes home second, followed by Christopher Bell, Bubba Wallace in 4th. 5th, Denny Hamlin. Tyler Reddick.
You two
6th,
can join the
Chris
V
Booker,
homie.
7th. Ryan Preece 8th. Chase Elliott 9th. Austin Cindric 10th.
All right, so
Ross
Byron wins
Chastain
the
will
stage,
get the free
chat.
pass and get back on the lead lap. Stage 2 was presented by Cheddar Scratch Kitchen. Cheddar serves home-style comfort food like homemade chicken pot pie, slow-smoked baby back ribs.
392. Can we get to 400 in the chat?
Won't break the bank.
I'm in my late 60s. My husband died a few years ago.
All right, so end of stage 2. Your winner, William Byron, in the 24 Chevrolet for Hendrick Motorsports. Who's on board that 24? Sheila on board the 24 with William Byron. That's a stretch, says Gator. I picked a couple long shots and a couple favorites. Couple long shots and a couple favorites. I don't really remember them now. I always forget once the race has started. Let me log in and look at that right quick. Let me log in here and look at it real quick, but we're in the break for stage 2, chat. Stage 2. Are we past halfway yet? We're approaching it. Just two cautions thus far today. Checking on my DraftKings. Checking on what I got. USA Dominican Republic supposed to start at 7:30 Eastern, 7 to 6, 6 to 5, 5 to 4. Yeah, we're going to be right up against it, chat. We're going to be right up against it, but I am ready to go. So I got Zilich at plus 9,000. 5 pays 455. I got Gibbs at plus 1,200. 5 pays 65. Hocevar plus 1,600. 5 pays 85. And Tyler Reddick, 5 pays 55. Desperately need a win on my DraftKings account. You didn't see Byron being a contender? MJ23 taking over, says the Dizzy Donut.
Welcome back to the Pennzoil 400 at Las Vegas Motor Speedway alongside Nick Yeoman. My name is
77 from the back to the front.
Returns. Andrew Curlin and Pat Patterson, our Napa Auto Parts pit reporters, Heather DeBoe, Alan Cavana, and Wendy Venturini. Let's take a look at the Coca-Cola Racing family here at the end of Stage 2. The good news is they are all...
I need a win, Carmen, on that deal.
Currently in 9th. Austin
a bankroll going down.
15th is Joey Logano. 16th, Daniel Suarez. And Denny Hamlin, after a penalty at the end of Stage 1.
We're approaching 10,000 views, chat.
That's brought to you by Coca-Cola.
Almost at 10,000 views. I don't know how many likes we got.
We got pit stops coming up, and we got to resort and reset the field. But am I wrong to really be looking forward to this upcoming restart after what we saw?
134 likes, y'all. Smash that like button.
Not often you
crash into it.
5-car, 3 to 4 to 5 wide battle for the lead. We saw that coming into Cheddar stage number 2. And it
still
was
17 away on the sub count for 31.8.
Ramp up. The other thing that's going to ramp up, we had a couple of stages of 80 laps effectively. Stage 1 was 80, stage 2 was 85. But
Fox Sports 1, Blue Jay fan.
That was a nice little break to split it up.
Let's go Larson, says Michael.
In the final stage of this race. Do they split it into thirds? Do they try and cut it in half? I think that's going to be the challenge. We've already seen high tire wear. Kyle Larson, for example, a little cording on his tires at the end of stage number 1, and what that's going to look like and just how long the crew chiefs want to keep them out on those tires.
And certainly we're going to be mindful of those pit road penalties, too. Remember, after stage number 1, Denny Hamlin and Ty Gibbs both got caught for speeding. Denny Hamlin, as you pointed out, has rallied back to fifth.
Poker Pepsi,
Ty
chat.
Gibbs is not. He's still buried down in 13th. So with these stops coming up, Brad, got to be careful, especially getting those cars slowed down to make pit entrance. That's where guys will get popped early in this race.
Next time off of turn
In and out or
the
McDonald's,
Toyota
chat.
Camry XSE pace car will stay on the track.
All right, pit road about to open.
At least on the lead lap will come down pit road because the green light is flashing at the entrance of pit road, and William Byron is going to lead the field, which includes teammate Kyle Larson, as well as Christopher Bell, Bubba Wallace, who's been top 5 all day, and Denny Hamlin. Those are your top 5 cars currently. So here comes William Byron. He is low on the racetrack in turn number 4. He will make that hard left turn onto pit lane, and we'll start things off with Napa.
All right, pit road about to get busy.
And Chris Buescher is one of the guys who said he's really wanting to make sure he's slow to his box, doesn't want to take a risk on getting a speeding penalty, but as far as handling goes, said he's still too tight that run, and just in front of him, Tyler Reddick said still fighting that tight balance and wants to be better on the bottom. Joey Logano also saying that balance is good, just no speed. Alan Cabana.
William Byron pits from the lead and said he thinks the car was still good, maybe no changes, but his crew chief said no, we're going to free it up just a little bit to keep up.
Champion, welcome to the Berserkers. General Thor will be proud.
Once again, Wendy Venturini.
Denny Hamlin has overcome his penalty from early on. They're going to take 4 tires fuel. He said he feels a lot better about where they are at now, but crew chief Chris Gale said, quote, a very small adjustment for Denny Hamlin, 4 tires Sunoco fuel. Also Christopher Bell, an air pressure change for him. He felt he was good. Little bit freer is what his requests were. Christopher Bell was running 3rd.
Thank you, Heather. Thank you, Alan. Thank you, Wendy. They were 3 wide exiting pit lane. Kyle Larson, though, wins the race off of pit lane. Over
Larson wins the race off pit road.
Hamlin and Bubba Wallace, the top 5, followed by Tyler Reddick and Chase Elliott. Restart of stage number 3 coming your way when we return here.
No comparison.
What makes Toyota Racing Toyota Racing?
Chick-fil-A's the best. I have never eaten at Chick-fil-A. Never. Michael. I don't know why. The wife's not a big fan of chicken, and we've literally never eaten at Chick-fil-A. And I've eaten damn near everywhere. Well, let's go ahead and go through the field, y'all, after they came down pit road there. We're going to go through. There is positions 1 through 9. Pay attention. Look for your driver. My right, your left. That's positions 1 through 9er. And then we pick up Bubba Wallace in that 10th spot. All right, my computer's being ornery. So that's 10 through 18. Never have. Chicken's healthier for you? Yeah, it is. As you can tell, I'm a big health food nut. What is going on here? Why is my computer being a dickhead? There's 20 through 28. Chick-fil-A's chicken sandwich can't be beat. What is going on, man? I guess I gotta... I guess I gotta go through these. There's 29 through 35. Holy shit. What a pain. And that'll take him through 36. That was the worst through the field I've ever done, y'all. Literally the worst I've ever done, taking y'all through the field. $20 pieces of gum. Deep fried chicken ain't too healthy. I'm starving. I'm freaking starving, chat.
Welcome back to Las Vegas Motor Speedway, about to start the final stage of the Pennzoil 400. Right now we have 96 laps to go. As
it's all good.
Crossing the start-finish line under caution once again.
I have to try it one day. I mean, that sauce, from the sounds of it, the Chick-fil-A sauce, people fight over that shit.
And Nick saw them spend extensive time on pit road. They actually went up under the wheel wells, adjusted.
Wendy's is pretty good. We got a Wendy's. We don't have a Chick-fil-A in town.
did that.
Y'all, we don't have a Chick-fil-A.
They could spend as much time on pit road as they wanted to, as long as they didn't lose a lap, because regardless, he starts at the tail of the field as the free pass car.
It's kind of like the extra bonus for getting that waiver.
The chili
right?
sauce.
Not only do you get back on the lead lap, but you get that extra bit of time. So it's kind of like that buy one, get one free discount. So good for Ross Chastain. We'll see what he can do. Again, running 19th.
I literally eat Chick-fil-A every day except on Sundays because they're closed. Really?
Adjustments can put Ross
Damn.
in a position where he can contend for a win.
Let's
Operator error.
Before they come to the Freeway Insurance Choose, it's brought to you by Hunt Brothers Pizza, where we love racing and we love pizza. Find your next pizza at huntbrotherspizza.com or download the Hunt Brothers Pizza app.
Kyle Larson is your race leader.
Circle K has the best hospital pudding. Oh no, Bobby.
Of Toyotas, Christopher Bell third, Denny Hamlin fourth, Bubba Wallace fifth, Tyler Reddick sixth, Chase Elliott has shown seventh.
You're used to the stress, Deb?
Zane Smith having a nice day inside the top 10. He is
The chicken sandwich only has pickles.
Ryan Blank,
I hate
11,
pickles.
Ty Gibbs is 12th, 13th Austin Cindric, Daniel Suarez 14th.
I think they screw up chicken sandwiches by putting pickles on them.
Austin Dillon 18th. The last car on the lead lap running.
It's not all deep fried. They do have grilled chicken.
20th is AJ Allmendinger.
Chase Briscoe is 21st. Connor Zilic.
I happy and hungry. This is Gator.
23rd. 24th is Carson Hosefar. 25th is Riley Herbst. Michael McDowell being shown in 26th. Justin Allgaier has rallied back to just one lap down. He is shown 27th.
All right, we about to get back going again.
For Gator. 28th is Kyle Busch. 29th Cole Custer. 30th Ricky Stenhouse.
And I'm going to be right up against it for that WBC game, y'all. I'm going to be right up against it.
32nd, Cody Ware 33rd, Ty Dillon 34th, Shane Van Gisbergen. He's had problems on his car. He is 35th. Todd Gilliland -3 in 36th. We've had only 2 cautions in this race so far. Both of those for stage breaks.
We don't allow that up in here, Henrik.
This final stage is going to get intense.
Not the gay part, but
lined up in front of you.
The bringing it up part.
Set to go again, and once again up front, Larson, who has been so strong here, will be on the inside of front of that first row. To his right, William Byron, and then you've got a bunch of Toyotas that have also been very fast here this afternoon. Been very entertaining so far. These fans are back on their feet again.
Chick-fil-A's
waving
expensive.
At their favorite driver or waving something else at the ones they don't like, right? Here goes the pace car to the pit road. We're ready to turn them loose again in Vegas.
They will head into the Echo Park Automotive Restart Zone. Kyle Larson to the inside, William Byron to the outside. Buckle in. This could get intense. Green flag is in the air.
Here we go. Back underway.
Kyle Larson. He's got Christopher Bell right on the back bumper. They're already fanning out 3 wide.
But Byron draws even to Larson's outside for the race lead. He wants to reclaim it. They're side by side for the lead. 3 wide behind them for 4.
Yeah, back there in that third row, man, there's a whole bunch of moving around as we're going to take them 3 wide into the corner. Chris Bell's going to go down to the bottom of the racetrack. He'll try to challenge Byron. Can't get anything done. He'll settle into the second spot, but Denny Hamlin off the corner.
Power move by Christopher Bell and Denny Hamlin. They split Kyle Larson. Hamlin went high, Bell went low, and they are door-to-door into 1.
They're going to race each other side by side for that second position. Further back, it's Kyle Larson and Reddick, who just was the winner of a 3 wide battle, but they're still side by side for second.
Wow, they are stacked up, y'all.
Run down one fast Chevy up front. Into the corner they go. Turn number 3. It'll be William Byron by about 2 car lengths, but that battle for second is a good one.
Biggest loser on the restart, Kyle Larson. He got drop kicked all the way to 4.
Comes Bell.
Toyotas of Bell and Hamlin trying to track down William Byron in turn 1.
Here come the Toyotas.
Cleared Christopher Bell, and he is quickly onto the scene for the race lead. He's on the outside group. Byron down low. Denny Hamlin wants to go back to the race lead.
A little further back there, watching Kyle Larson try to hold off Tyler Reddick. He's got his hands full. Drivers left with Chase Elliott.
Darcy says, I love hospital pudding.
Hamlin drifted high. That allows William Byron to gain a little bit on second place. Byron has not gone more than 5 races without a win in each of the last 5 seasons. He hopes to maintain that this year.
He's trying to hold off the last winner here at Las
I'm
Vegas.
feeling a caution here, says Deb.
Hamlin, he's going to use that outside again to try to make a run on William Byron. He looks looks to his inside.
A run he has got, and down to the bottom of the racetrack. Can't make that work. Byron shuts the door, and that nullifies that challenge.
I got the race on a turkey Sammy for lunch, jumbo meatball.
I'm not sure William Byron's going to be able to shake him for very much longer.
Well, there you go, Bobby.
Byron goes all the way down to the apron trying to disrupt that draft.
Denny Hamlin has been inside. He's been outside of Byron. Now
Hard-Nose feels inside. A big wreck about to happen.
Loose. That will allow Denny Hamlin to draw to the inside, but Byron gets a great run off the corner.
William Byron got control by about a car length and a half now as he moves down to the bottom of the racetrack. He's got the lead. Hamlin wants to get up front. Calling about a car length and a half separation, first and second.
As they come off the corner, William Byron being stalked by Denny Hamlin. The gap less than 1 car length as they head back.
I'm feeling a blunt and left turns, America. We love you, says Barbecue Briggs.
Driver number 24. Byron down low, Denny in the middle groove, and he'll try to make a run. It's 1 car length on the race leader.
Denny Hamlin, very
Byron, Hamlin, Bell, your top 3.
Into the corner, goes right to his bumper, middle of the racetrack, shows him the nose on the right-hand side, and once again, Byron will hold him off.
No pressure from behind by his teammate, Christopher Bell. He's sitting about 4 car lengths back. Denny Hamlin trying to set up William Byron, looking inside, outside, right in the tire tracks.
And he's right in his tire tracks right now. Denny will now drift to the middle groove. Byron about a groove off the white line himself, and he'll throw the block on Denny Hamlin.
Once again, Hamlin using all the patience he needs now. Stays right on the bumper of that Chevy in front of him. Shows him that nose again. Driver's right. Can't do anything with him. Byron once again strong off the corner.
William Byron leads Denny Hamlin, Christopher Bell, Kyle Larson, and now Chase Elliott's moved into the top 5 as we pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is PRN.
A little break. Lethal break. Here we go. Coming back.
Back at Las Vegas, Nick Yeoman, Brad Gilley here in the booth. Our turn announcers, Andrew Curlin and Pat Patterson. Heather DeBoe, Wendy Venturini, and Alan Cavana down on pit lane. Little bit of breathing room finally for William Byron. Call it 2 car lengths. Andrew back into 1.
Yeah, and it's extended to about 4 car lengths on the straightaway, about 3 to 2 in the turn.
15 away from 31.8, chat. 15 away from 31.8. Still at 5:09 on the V homies.
It sets him up for an opportunity to challenge, but William Byron's car really works well at the bottom of the racetrack, all 4.
William Byron has the advantage of the lead. It looks like Denny Hamlin has the advantage of the faster car. He just doesn't have enough to get around. Byron dips to the apron on the front straightaway. Denny Hamlin closes in 1.
This is the closest Hamlin has been in the last couple of laps. He runs the middle groove. Byron down low. They'll now draw 1 and 2.
I don't know if Hamlin can get him, y'all.
Challenge for the lead down here on this end of the racetrack, I believe this time by Byron trying to go where Denny wants to go. Hamlin now has to back off once again.
They go to a commercial on Fox Sports 1.
Doesn't matter if it's in 1 and 2 or 3 and 4. William Byron has told Denny Hamlin, if you're going to pass me, you're going to have to do it on the outside. Andrew, that 24 car looks good, hugging the bottom.
There's still no Sattel, and now William Byron drifts in the middle groove. He tries to play defense on Denny. Denny now will have to settle, be right in his tire tracks.
Amazingly, none of this is really getting Christopher Bell any closer to the leaders, even though they are certainly challenging each other. It's a long way back.
We're on lap 18 of 102 in stage 3, 183 of 267 in the race.
That's exactly what William Byron
almost 2 hours into this bad boy.
Lanes, taking the air off the nose of Denny Hamlin.
Right now, defense wins you a race, and William Byron is doing really good on defense. He won't try to block Denny's lane this time. He'll go low. Denny will run the middle groove, and Denny seems to gain from it.
Here comes Hamlin right on the bumper this time into turn at number 3. Could shove him if he wants to. Dives to the bottom of the racetrack, moves him up the racetrack, and Hamlin's going to lead it off turn 4.
William Byron left the door, cracked the slightest bit. Denny Hamlin stuck his foot and kicked
Hamlin to the lead.
Race lead. Byron will try to fight back in turn 1.
Denny hold it to the start finish.
The opportunity to go on defense. He'll take the middle groove. Byron likes that bottom lane.
Goes quiet on me as we hit 11,000 views.
Toyota Toyota back to the front here down the Nellis straightaway. Into the corner they go. Hamlin will use the bottom of the racetrack, and he gets a great entrance into 3. Pulls up another 2 or 3 car lengths off of second place William Byron.
It's almost like Denny Hamlin took about 5 laps trying to draw William Byron off the bottom of the racetrack. Byron having to aero block with his.
They still haven't updated
rear view camera, Nick, and Denny just waited
with Hamlin as the leader. There he is. There it went.
An exquisite point because that was unbelievable patience.
Right as he passed on TV, they updated it on the app.
6 laps, pick and choose, wait for that moment, and then I think he might have caught William.
What's the matter, chat? Why ain't nobody talking?
Number 3, it wasn't much. It got very, very tight there at the entrance of turn 3. Maybe 3 quarters.
There's gonna be nobody
of 3.
chatting.
That's all Denny Hamlin needed to slide inside and take away the race lead.
So Julie Nichols on board in the 11. She's about to lose that car because I haven't seen her for 2 weeks.
3rd is Christopher Bell, Kyle Larson 4th, 5th Chase Elliott, Tyler
She's
Reddick
about to
6th,
lose
Bubba
that
Wallace
car.
7th, Chris Buescher hounding him in 8th, Ryan Blaney is 9th, Ty Gibbs rounds out the top 10.
All right, commercial break. Hamlin's lead is .392 over Byron, 1.386 over Bell. Currently on lap 23 of 102 in the stage 3. This is the final stage. 188 of 267 in the race. 1 hour, 54 minutes into this bad boy with 2 cautions, 18 lead changes, 14 caution laps. Who's going to win this, chat? Who is going to win this race? We're all stunned at Barbecue's prediction that Bubba Wallace is going to win the championship this year in the 500 in 2027. Maybe that's it. Maybe everybody's stunned.
In the same direction, and
maybe everybody is stunned by Bubba's prediction. I mean, by Barbecue's prediction. They're back on the TV, and it looks like Byron is leading. No, they're showing the pass. They're showing the pass by Hamlin for the lead.
Racing Network.
Holy shit, you do a commercial and then you do a station ID? So remember, Hamlin had that speeding penalty coming out of stage 1 there.
songs and artists.
So he's had to fight his way all the way back here.
Stories only I can tell.
Come on, man. Come on, man.
Hi, I'm David Stiles of PR.
Still 1.213 is the bogey from Hamlin to Byron. Madrish Man 420. Irish. Welcome to the Berserkers. General Thor will be proud.
Trophy. Obviously, I'm on the good side of it right now.
I'll take the 11 car if you take it away from her. This is Everett. What you got right now, Everett? Which one you got?
You can hear all of it on PRN's.
I know CeeLo asked for it, but hello, Bueller. Hamlin has led 65, 66 of the 191.
5 laps to go in the 5th race of this 2026 NASCAR Cup Series season. Denny Hamlin, just moments ago, took the lead away from William Byron. Brad, he's opened up a 1.3 second advantage, inching away from the Hendrick Motorsports Chevrolet.
You're in the 23 currently?
Watching is Texan Chris Buescher. He got around Bubba Wallace. He got around Ryan Blaney. Buescher runs in 7th, trying to take away 6 from Reddick into 1.
I'm glad you mentioned that, Brad. This is the best bet on
okay.
right now. Reddick down low.
Toyota has been dialed in this season. I think they are going to blow away on the manufacturer's point.
As they go down the backstretch.
Yeah,
Wayne Martin representing Bell all the way. Bell currently in 3rd.
Number 45 down to the bottom of the racetrack. That's where Tyler goes. Buescher trying to find a way. He's got to because Ryan Blaney is hot in pursuit.
Yeah, it's such a perfect Chris Buescher day. You don't talk about him all day long.
Darcy says someone needs to wreck Bubba.
Put the pressure on Reddick in 1.
And he will.
Bobby says, how about them Hogs winning the SEC championship?
Once again down low.
Sue E. How about them Wildcats, Bobby? How about them Arizona Wildcats winning the Big 12?
Reddick goes down and blocks that advance. That really slowed Buescher down, and that'll bring Ryan Blaney right to his bumper.
Boy, it really did. One of our pre-race pit road previews came from Heather DeBow with the RFK team of Brad Keselowski, Ryan Preece, and Chris Buescher. Right now, our race director, Laura Beth Barnhart, just pointed out, Nick, they're all running in the top 15.
Having a great day. Again, Chris Buescher maybe showing some strength here late in this race, but Ryan Preece having a solid day in 11th. And then again, Brad Keselowski, remember, still healing up after that offseason injury with that badly broken leg, having a pretty solid,
yeah, baby, says Bob Phipps.
Here in 13th. But as we talked
Don't
about,
wreck my
Brad
23, says Everett.
really well. Went to victory lane many, many times, so not a surprise, Brad, to see him running decent and his organization really picking up the pieces and running strong as well.
A three-time winner here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway with Brad Keselowski has always been strong at this racetrack. And remember, Brad Keselowski just about 2.5 months ago broke his femur. He was dropping off his daughters at skiing practice, went to get back into his truck, slipped, broke his femur. He says this is an injury that could take 6 to 12 months to heal. He was back in a race car in 2. Walked a little bit last week at Phoenix without the cane, but he's still healing. You just wouldn't know it in the race car.
Philly Eagles in the house, let's be real.
Seconds over William Byron. Christopher Bell sets in third.
The woman tournament not going.
Those
What?
five have kind of streaked away from this
Having you some coffee, cool dude? Little coffee action? Hamlin checking out, y'all. 1.409 over Byron.
Lengths out in front of Buescher about 8 car lengths out in front of the other 4 of Ryan Blaney.
Yeah, and Chris Buescher might lose a little patience here. He is a normally patient guy and a very clean racer, but Tyler Reddick's been blocking a lot, Andrew.
Yes, and the wind is gusting here, and right when Buescher looked to make a move at the end of the back
David Winfrey says, I don't care who wins, just not the 23.
all of Buescher's momentum. He's going to try to mount another run on it.
All right, here comes Buescher into the corner. Once again, Reddick kind of taking his line away, forcing Buescher upstairs where his car has not really worked that well off the corner. Ryan Blaney now closes that distance down.
Behind that trio just
How's
had a
Cubs?
change for the 9th position. Ty Gibbs just picked up a spot on
Toyota, Chevy, Toyota, Chevy, Chevy. Top 5.
Gibbs trying to make a comeback just like Denny Hamlin, the race leader, is doing. He's on the bottom group. Bubba Wallace trying to gain that spot back as they race down the backstretch.
Gibbs making a charge too.
3-car battle that's much closer. We watch Buescher try to close down on Reddick midway through turns 3 and 4, right on the white line. Another 7.
My fantasy got stuck and I wasn't able to switch Bubba back in. Where you play fantasy on NASCAR.com?
Denny Hamlin leads William Byron, Christopher Bell, Kyle Larson, and Chase Elliott, your top 5.
It's more than a rebellion. When your teen is slipping into drugs,
23's got a sweet paint scheme? Absolutely. Absolutely. All right, a little commercial break on the audio there. Hamlin's lead a little bit less, 1.163 to Byron. 36 of 102 in stage 3, 201 of 267 in the race. A little over 2 hours into it, 2 cautions, both for end of stage, 18 lead changes, 14 caution laps. While we're in the audio break here, I'm going to go through the field. Let's see if I don't screw this up this time. We'll start with the top 10. You've seen them. There's Bubba in 10th. That takes you through 17th. And then Dillon in 18th. The first car a lap down is Briscoe in 20th. And Chastain is the next to go a lap down. Zillage struggling. Kyle Busch struggling. Ricky Stenhouse struggling. Josh Berry struggling. SVG 3 laps down. Man, crazy. How long can Kyle Busch struggle like this before he loses his shit? How long before he loses his absolute mind, chat? That's the question on my mind. Without a doubt, one of the best drivers in the history of NASCAR.
Hi, this is Doug
Struggling. They're still in a commercial, them sumbitches. I push the like button, says Stanley Socks. Let's go Bell, says Wayne Martin.
To include thousands of people in this conspiracy.
Come on, man. Hamlin's lead 1.132, 1.132. So he can see him. He can see him. Can he catch him, though? Can he catch him and pass him? That's the question. Back to it.
Back here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway in the Pennzoil 400 alongside Nick Yeoman.
He's going to retire and become his son's crew chief.
Today, Heather DeBoe, Alan Cavana, and Wendy Venturini.
Not much longer, says Shelby.
On a windy day here in Las Vegas, Andrew Curlin, we've got him tied to a billboard, and Pat Patterson. And Nick, one thing we need to remember, with 62 laps to go, we will have another cycle of pit stops. They cannot go the distance on the Sunoco fuel that's in the tanks right now. We are within that fuel pit window, however, but the other question is as well, with those pit stops could come problems. We've already seen multiple speeding penalties on pit road today. A lot of them came from the Joe Gibbs Racing teammates at the entrance of pit road. You got to make sure you don't have a mistake, because that may be the only.
Wish his kids race now, and I think he doesn't really care as much. I totally disagree.
Yeah, it's such a good point. So much.
I totally disagree.
Those, pit crew guys, obviously, they've got to hit their marks and make sure that they get the lug nut tight, get as much.
Amlin kind of checking out a little bit here. 1.2 now.
In a relatively short amount of time, but it's not like the drivers can take a.
I miss the old Kyle Busch, says Darcy.
Because, as you pointed out,
let's go Larson, says Michael Niners.
Lane, trying to get off the banking, and I've been watching through turn number 4 when we
listen. Shout out to the 364 up in here. 11,000, almost 12,000 views. Well off of last week, but I'll take it. I will take it.
So those mistakes get amplified, Brad. You know that towards the end of the race, and nobody wants
61 to go
for potentially throwing away a top 5 or certainly a race.
Go 77, says Carmen. Where was he at when I went through the field, Carmen? Did you see?
It has just been a struggle at the beginning of the season for Briscoe, but I do want to point out one.
I think the only hope I got on my bets is Reddick.
Las Vegas Motor Speedway with yourself and with our director Laura Beth Barnhart.
Shelby's guy there in 9th.
But it's been a good sports weekend for a couple of you. Laura Beth Barnhart got to watch the Las Vegas Golden Knights just obliterate the Chicago Blackhawks last night.
Beautiful paint scheme for Hamlin this week.
Yeah, of course,
much better than that Bob's Furniture crap he has to drive all the time now. He's got Yahoo on board today.
In a couple weeks, going to be a lot of fun. Going to see some madness on pit lane. Heather DeBoe, Ryan Blaney.
RCR is the reason Kyle is struggling, says Kevin and Cindy Lee. You might be right. You missed it. What you laughing at, cool dude?
Early taker on pit road for Ryan Blaney, and we just talked about Nick. You cannot make mistakes.
I got a smile on my face, not for Ryan Blaney. Feel terrible for the Phoenix winner for that mistake, but this was quite literally the point we were just
making.
Battle
for the lead off the corner. Here goes William Byron. He's going to try to do it to Denny Hamlin off the corner and down into the corner now. He'll take that spot away. Hamlin got slowed down on the racetrack, and now it's William Byron up front.
Damn!
Trouble. Zillage goes sideways here. He
can't
get on the pit road. Waiting to see if we're going to see the caution flag or not. And they're apparently not going to see it, or at least
we do get the caution.
Caution is out, Jet.
Time of the Pennzoil 400. Connor Zillage looked like a solo spin off of turn number 4, and this was right at the beginning of the green flag cycle.
That was your fault, Carmen.
Was on pit road. That's going to be a huge benefit to them because they were on pit road before the caution came out. They just got their 4 tires. Everyone else behind them is going to have to come down pit road. Ryan Blaney, however,
jinxed him.
Now 1 lap down. He's not the first car 1 lap down.
It is all about timing. You're right. Cindric right now being shown as the final car on the lead lap.
Arvin jinxed him.
Monster break for him, and Blaney caught 1 lap down. So things getting intense here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. We expect some pit stops coming up here with 50.
See all those empty stands? It's going to get worse with what Kevin, Clint, and Mike call a good race. It's terrible. It's all on NASCAR, says Stevie. Why are they not showing the race in Canada? I don't know, bro. I just stream on YouTube. I have no idea why they do what they do.
Reduces emissions. Trust the many customers who said
Bush is just not relevant anymore, staying out of the spotlight and not being his usual jack-off self. All right, let me turn that shit off for a minute, yo. Let me turn it off for a minute. Byron is showing as the leader. I still have yet to see the accident on TV because I was looking at the chat, but .381 in the house here. We are under our first real caution of the day. Here they are. They're going to show it on Fox Sports 1 there. Looks like he's coming into the beginning of the dog leg. And it just whipped around on him, y'all. Just whipped around on him. Oh, that was not your guy, Carmen. I'm all fucked up. I get Zillich mixed all the time with our guy. That's the underwear car, the 88 that went around.
Picked up a couple of guys in Oklahoma City, and then we picked up some people in Globe, Arizona, and we were riding in. It was late at night, and it's like,
it wasn't Carmen's fault, y'all. It was that other dude.
In a mile, we'll ride, we'll do a bike con, and I just threw it out in the garage area.
The jockey car. I bet you when it turned around, he shit his pants. NASCAR will be bigger and bring more fans since Jordan sued NASCAR. No, he didn't get wrecked real bad, y'all. Not a lot of damage on him.
We thought, hey, we'll just stop and make a donation to help their families pay their bills. And that's what we did. It's all for camp now.
Prime Video wants $25 to stream the race. It's on Fox Sports 1, though. They were showing the races on regular TV.
Back at Las Vegas Motor
All right, once they come off pit road, I'll go through the field one more again.
To go. William Byron just took the lead away from Denny Hamlin before the caution came out for a spin for Connor.
They were showing the races on regular channels here in Tennessee, and now it's nothing. This is Michael Niners.
Alan Cavana and Wendy Venturini. Heather, we'll start with you. Here come the leaders down pit lane.
And Chris Buescher saying that he's decent, just a little bit.
I know that qualifying is on Prime, but this race, sorry, Carmen. I get Zillich and that 88 car's name mixed all the time. I don't know why, but I do.
Byron just took the lead back. He loves the balance of his car, so they're going to make a small air pressure adjustment to keep that thing going in the right direction.
All right, so pit road open.
He's tighter than he's been all race. They're going to make an adjustment to make him a contender once again.
Canada is trusting in TSN to rebroadcast FX1, and they chose not to. TSN should be known as the loser in sports. So you're in Canada, Deb.
Christopher Bell said he was just fighting more of the conditions.
All right, on the telecast, they're finally coming down pit road.
The grip that he had earlier, he's loose in 3, and 1 and 2 is really killing his speed on the bumps for Christopher Bell.
4 tires all around. It was another spectacular 3.
First caution, the real first caution of the day.
Christopher Bell. Bell wins the race off of pit lane.
We're almost halfway through stage 3.
And Chris Buescher here at the Pennzoil 400.
My wife is trying to watch the Oscars red carpet, but local ABC is showing the Grand Prix in Arlington.
We also use a lot of their resources to make our cars faster.
I'm in Canada is 30 bones. That's crazy. That's insane, y'all. Hey, Kubler in the house. Man, we are going to run right up against that WBC game, y'all. We're going to run right up against it. USA versus Dominican Republic. It might be the biggest game ever in the World Baseball Classic history. Can the Americans advance to the finals on Tuesday night?
Speedway.com.
Has Canada ever gotten a NASCAR race? They really deserve one, says DG Bebb. I don't know why they wouldn't do that. I don't know why they wouldn't do it somewhere up there. It would have to be a road course, right? Or are there any 1.5 miles up there, DG?
We are PRN. Half hour.
You got to remember that NASCAR owns like well over half of the tracks that they race on. They literally own the track. So it's tough for another venue to get in there. If it's not a road course, sometimes they'll throw them out there on a road course, but are there any 1.5 milers up there?
Talks about high unemployment. It seems to me that the real problem is
not that you know of.
There are opportunities available.
So they'll run maybe a
Skills USA is on the
road
front
course
line.
in
They're
Toronto.
engaging soft skills, specific skills. They're the connective tissue.
Canada has
The
hosted
opportunities
multiple
that
NASCAR
exist
races,
and the
including the
hopes
first ever
our
NASCAR
fans
Grand
and kids have
National
for their own future.
held outside the
Learn more
United States at Stamford Park, Ontario.
SkillsUSA.org. Skills USA.
Ah.
Champions at work.
Get that from the AI, huh? This is probably as good a time as any.
Back at Las Vegas Motor Speedway, 52
See if I got
laps to go in the Pennzoil 400. Christopher Bell being shown your race leader. About to head to the freeway.
All right, give me a minute here, y'all.
Cone. More ways to choose, more ways to save.
We about to shut down
Freeway
betting.
your way, and these are the decisions, Brad, that it kind of tense for these leaders. The restarts have been insane today, and certainly making sure you want to pick the right lane could be a winning or losing decision here.
When we came back from that commercial break, you heard a lot of cars going underneath our position here right above the
Montreal
start
Road
line.
Race for
Those
the
were
O'Reilly
overround
Series.
cars. Ryan Blaney was able to take advantage of that
Kareem
late
says,
red.
moderator, I have a
We'll put him
question.
back on
Uh-oh.
the lead lap. So we'll give you a full field rundown as we're about to go back to green and head through the Echo Park Automotive restart zone. Echo Park Automotive, every car happy owner. Christopher Bell leads the Pennzoil 400. This is where winning on Saturday can help you on Sunday. They had that number one.
All right, so let's go through the field real quick.
Running second, third is William Byron, fourth Chase Elliott.
Just like
Fifth,
they are.
Busher. Ty Gibbs runs sixth. Tyler Reddick seventh. Kyle Larson eighth. Ninth, Bubba Wallace. Brad Keselowski in 10th.
Ryan Preece is 11th. Zane Smith 12th. 13th, Daniel Suarez. 14th, Joey Logano. 15th is Eric Jones. Ross Chastain is 16th. Austin Dillon 17th. Chase Briscoe 18th.
Hocevar now showing a lap down.
Blaney took the wave around. He is 20th. Final car on the lead lap.
And John Hunter Nemechek is the first car one lap down. He runs in 21st. And Pat Patterson, the lights are out on the Toyota Camry XSE pace car. Boy, this is about to get fun.
Let's get up there.
I'll tell you what, these two Toyotas up front have been good all day. Denny Hamlin, Christopher Bell, a couple of Chevys back there have also looked good. William Byron had the lead when we got that caution to start up this stage. So here goes the pace car onto the pit road. Everybody get up. Let's go. Let's get them going again.
Here we go.
They are on their feet. The fans are waving their hats, pumping those fists into the Echo Park Automotive restart zone. Green flag in the air. It's the Gibbs teammates in the first row. Hendrick teammates in the second row. Bell and Hamlin will duel into one.
And they
The leopard in the house right as betting shut down.
Getting out in front of the other. Christopher Bell down low. Denny Hamlin up high. Followed shortly behind by Chase Elliott in the Napa Chevrolet.
Side by side, that's the way they race down the Nellis straightaway. A couple of Toyotas up front. Bell trying to fight off his teammate, Denny Hamlin. Hamlin will drop back just a little bit. That gives Bell the advantage.
William Byron gave Denny Hamlin a nice shot. That's helped Hamlin stay side by side with teammate Christopher Bell. Battle for the lead, still back into one.
Denny got a great run into turn number one. He's going to try to use all that momentum to his advantage. He runs the middle groove. Bell jits up towards him, but Denny Hamlin cleared the light race lead.
Man on the move, Chris Busher up to the fourth spot now. He'll go out there and try to challenge Chase Elliott. Meanwhile, up front, Hamlin in control now by 3 car lengths off the corner.
Leaders running the bottom middle of the racetrack. They're going 4 wide.
Yeah, 3 for
about
3,
11th or
DG.
12th on back. It's all
Men,
happening
women,
though
and
behind
the
race leader Denny Hamlin.
William Byron trying to make an advance.
And today
on
another
Chris
one.
Busher, that's for the 4th position. Byron down low. Busher in the middle.
We just have not been able to get over 400 in the chat, y'all. Is this about to happen?
Behind them, too. That's where you find Ty Gibbs. He's going to work with Kyle Larson. Larson will take that position away, move him up towards the top 5. Once again, it's Chase Elliott trying to close down on Christopher Bell for second.
Fight is for 4th. Chris Busher wants it. William Byron has it.
Need 12 more subs for 31-8.
Locked door to door into one.
It's Busher by a nose, but now Byron ebbs to the 4th position, but Busher still hard on his outside.
Here we go, 402.
Busher rallies back.
Finally.
Gibbs right on the bumper of Kyle Larson now once again down the Nellis straightaway. Can't get anything done there. No change up front. It's Hamlin, Bell, and then Watson.
Yeah, spectacular stuff for battle for 4th. In fact,
Hamlin, Bell, Elliott, your top 3.
Contact at the exit of the corner. They're going to rub fenders again, dueling into turn number 1.
They're still rubbing doors as now Byron tries to inch in front of Chris Busher. Busher doesn't want to have anything of it, but he'll clear himself to the 4th position now as William Byron.
Now move Busher back a spot. Then you get Kyle Larson behind him, Ty Gibbs. A little further back, once again, Tyler Reddick going to work on his teammate. Reddick up high, Bubba Wallace down low.
As they come off of turn number 4, Denny Hamlin leads Christopher Bell, Chase Elliott. William Byron now comfortably in 4th ahead of Chris Buescher. But on the back bumper of Kyle Larson, it's Ty Gibbs.
Ty Gibbs looking to advance his position on Larson. Also the 23.
Hot dog alert, chat. Hot dog alert.
Tyler Reddick in front of Bubba Wallace as they head down the back straightaway.
Chase Elliott now beginning to make up some ground on Chris Bell down at the bottom of the racetrack. Elliott goes with his Chevy, trying to catch up to the Toyota and battle for that second spot.
Saskatchewan 500.
Elliott digging hard
Let's do
on
it.
the bottom. He has closed that gap with Christopher Bell down to 2 car lengths. That's the battle for second, Andrew, back into turn 1.
It's a good battle for second. Looking further back, the RFK cars are starting to battle. It's Ryan Preece to the inside.
Let's do it. Let's do it. 4-1-1, y'all. In the house.
Their sights on Bubba Wallace.
Keselowski has that spot. He'll go about 2 car lengths behind Wallace. Meanwhile, up front, again, no change in the distance between first and third.
We have 43 laps to go this time by. Nick, one car that I'm watching is Ryan Blaney. He got stuck on the wrong side of that caution with their pit cycle. They had pitted before the caution came out. They went 1 lap down. Ryan Blaney took the wave around. The wave around cars have to start at the complete tail end of the field. They don't get to start with the rest of the leaders. Blaney has already passed all that lap traffic. Now he's.
What do you think, chat? What do you think? We had that poster a little while ago.
Still a long way to
say
go,
that he thought this was a horrible race. What do you think? If you had to rate this race, if you had to rate this race on a scale from 1 to 10, with 10 being an exciting, crazy race, what would you rate this, chat?
And he'll look to his inside as they go through.
I'm going to kind of agree with that poster that this one has been kind of boring. I mean, only 1 real caution. It was a single car spin.
Still got some work to do if he wants to get around
21 lead changes, but most of those occurred under green flag pit stops. I'm going to give it like a 6, if even that.
Behind Bubba Wallace, that's why he had to take the high side. Chase Briscoe, though, trying to take the advantages. Keselowski.
Robert Boompa says, great podcast. Appreciate it, buddy. I'm going to give it like a 6 out of 10, y'all. Kind of boring. I thought Phoenix was much better.
He'll go to work on Bubba Wallace right in front of him. Meanwhile, up front, once again, here's Hamlin off of turn number 4. A good 12 car lengths back.
6 out of 10.
We talked about battling back. Ty Gibbs is doing that. Just picked up another spot, got around Kyle Larson with a nice pass in turn number 4.
Did I get some chips?
Ty Gibbs, Andrew, into the 6th
I don't want
spot.
none.
That was a great battle that was developing.
I just want to crush some hot dogs.
Handful of laps as Gibbs now on the bottom group of the racetrack starts to gap the 2-time champion of Kyle Larson.
A little further back, once again, watching Briscoe try to go to work on Bubba Wallace. Down the Nellis straightaway he goes. He'll take that number 19 to the bottom of the racetrack. Bubba.
Oh, we got the meal deal. 8.5 hard nose.
As a crutch here to work against
5.5 for Everett.
Pat, you're right, though. Briscoe's on the move, and he is hungry right now. A car length off the back bumper.
Look, y'all. Want to see my naked hot dogs?
He's looking to make an advance on position of a Toyota teammate of Bubba Wallace. He'll get to his quarter panel. He tries to look to his inside, but Bubba once again shuts the door on Briscoe.
Down the back stretch, once again, Briscoe will try to set up. This is the best race.
Theo Samuel in the house finally. All races are boring unless Blaney's in the top 5.
Next to the wall here, tries to make the move off of turn 4.
Top 5 with 38 to go. Still Hamlin,
There's
Bell,
Theo.
Elliott, Byron, Buescher. We've been watching this great battle, though.
Theo O
Just
says hi,
inside the
Theo.
top 10 is Chase Briscoe to the outside.
He still has a
Bubba
major
Wallace
salsa.
trying to streak through turn 1 and 2. Bubba Wallace to the inside. Pat going to do a little drafting on the backstretch.
Briscoe gets it done down
Look
the
delicious.
straightaway now. He'll go up and try to battle with Tyler
Give you and your format a 9.5. Appreciate it.
While Bubba Wallace goes down to the bottom of the racetrack, shuts the door on Brad Keselowski.
7 and a 5.
With Joe Gibbs Racing teammates all in the top 10. They are back.
I like
there
having
again.
few cautions, says
Hamlin leading
DG.
the way here in the Pennzoil 400. Christopher Bell running in 2nd. Ty Gibbs has been on the move. He is up to 6th. Chase Briscoe is now up to 9th, and he's still trying to climb up through the standings. Picking up race leader Denny Hamlin out there on the racetrack. He's actually been doing a really good job
babe.
and is actually starting to pull away. Just
Can I have some Engelhofer?
Nick, Chase Elliott's on the move. move in third.
Yeah, Chase Elliott is starting to threaten.
Spy Man, if I don't put some mustard on here, he might spin out on me.
He has a fast Napa Chevrolet and is trying to use every group of
No red stuff allowed on dogs.
Christopher Bell, he'll run the middle. Bell goes down low. Chase Elliott tried to use the banking to get a good run on Bell.
Only a car length separate those two now, Bell and Elliott.
Welcome back.
They go into turn number 3. Bell down
Nope, that's it, baby. Thank you. All right, we're going to add some Engelhofer.
Not that far back from Elliott is William Byron.
Christopher Bell's car has been strong on the long run, but he has been passed. Chase Elliott is trying to do that once again and take away that second spot into 1.
Right in front of Denny Hamlin, the race leader, is lap traffic. That seems to be his worst enemy so far this race. But behind him, Chase Elliott looks to the inside of Christopher Bell.
Tries to make that move. Meanwhile, move Briscoe up another spot. He just gets around Reddick off of turn number 2. Meanwhile, that battle up front, Elliott will take advantage of Chris Bell now. He gets the spot, move him to second.
Chase Elliott, it has been a slow, methodical charge to the front. This is as high up as he has been all day long. Now into second, he'll try to track down Denny Hamlin.
Methodical's a great word to use for Chase Elliott. He has just been...
All right, we got mustard. We got some Engelhofer hot and spicy on there, y'all.
Trying to make eyes on race leader Denny Hamlin.
Well, the biggest challenge he's got, and these Hendrick cars have been good today, but can he go up here?
Let's go, Elliott, says Lee Grover.
Here's the leader, and Denny Hamlin off turn number 4.
Denny Hamlin
Catch him on a fat bag.
4. He enjoys a 1 second advantage over Chase Elliott, at least that last time by. This time
35 to go, chat.
Third is about to be given up as William Byron's on the move.
Bell throws the block on William Byron. He was running the middle groove and then just shut the door on Byron down low. Byron's going to hurt from that as he loses a lot of space and time on Bell.
Up front, Denny Hamlin's going to have to go to work here. He's going to catch some slower cars. Bottom of the racetrack he goes. It's Elliott trying to stalk him off of the corner now.
Boy, Andrew accurately called that block by Christopher Bell. That took all the air off the nose of William Byron, and now brings Chris Buescher running in 5th back into the picture in 1.
With all the wins,
more battles, more horsepower.
Aero blocks are going to be critical here. William Byron now.
Hamlin's lead 1.169 over Elliott, 1.652 over Bell.
Chase Elliott into the corner. Denny Hamlin midway through. It's a good 15 car lengths back to Chase Elliott. Then another 12 car lengths back to Christopher Bell.
31 laps to go. Denny Hamlin leads, and it's Chase Elliott. A 3-car battle shaping up for third. Bell has it. Byron and Buescher want it.
I do what I want, Blue Jays. I do what I want.
To try to gain some ground on Christopher Bell. He'll look to the outside. Bell down low.
Robert Boople looking for them loaded hot dog.
Byron only about a car length and a half now from Christopher Bell. Bell down the Nellis straightaway into the corner they go. Byron will go up high on the racetrack out next to the safer barrier. Try to get a good run off of the hill to close it down on the 20 car.
Denny Hamlin's lead is 1.2 seconds as we have 30 laps to go in the Pennzoil 400. Your top 5, Denny Hamlin, Chase Elliott,
ready to go, chat.
Christopher Bell, William Byron, and Chris Buescher.
Whether your engine runs daily,
Elliott going to ring that siren, says FJB. Peanut butter and maple syrup on hot dogs. Where do we get that sauce? Engelhofer? You can buy it on Amazon. It's also at lots of grocery stores in the States. It's the best hot mustard I've ever found. Who's the hot dogs? You know, as soon as she brought me the ketchup, y'all, and I put it on the first set of hot dog, the first hot dog, I said, someone in the chat is going to lose their shit. Sure enough.
NASCAR. From the track to your tank, you can trust Sunoco to help your vehicle perform at its peak.
Denny Hamlin leads the Pennzoil 400 with 28 laps to go, but William Byron is the one on the move.
Yeah, again, it's Engelhofer sweet and hot.
Has his sights set on Chase Elliott. We will come back to Las Vegas Motor Speedway. This is PRN, the Performance Racing Network.
All right, PRN doing their bullshit again. How many hot dogs do I eat? What is the name of that hot mustard? Yeah, Engelhofer. Engelhofer. Hamlin kind of running away with it here. 1.627 over Elliott. We got about 26 to go.
Apologetic. I'm doing this. Earnhardt attitude.
That's Fast Talk.
Newman's all profits go to charity, says Boompa. I'm about to eat 3 of them. Blue Jays, I'm about to eat 3.
From the pits or the turns, covering the action alongside our
Yeah, he's struggling, DG.
So you can listen to us.
I'm going to lose again this week on my DraftKings bet unless Gibbs gets his ass in the gas.
At your fingertips by downloading the PRN
I could eat 6 small hot dogs, says Blue Jay.
or on Google Play.
Back in Las Vegas Motor Speedway, 25 laps to go in the Pennzoil 400. Denny Hamlin has led the most laps today, 109 circuits, and he continues to lead. We are going to take you commercial-free.
Hamlin's going to be too tough to beat.
Brought to you by Toyota Racing. Your race, your story. Be part of the action at ToyotaRacingUSA.com.
Brad, fastest car on the racetrack right now is a Toyota, and it is Chase Briscoe continuing to monitor his charge back into contention. He's running in 8th. He's 5.2 seconds.
$7.33 a bottle. Really, yeah, I always order 6 of them at once.
Need a yellow flag, but I'm continuing to be impressed. In fact, Andrew, he's running down Kyle Larson in turn 1.
What's going on here?
Down in a hurry. Chase Briscoe down low. Kyle Larson in the middle group. He might be able to get side by side with him, but he won't be able to get it done off of 2.
Briscoe has been using
2 is your limit.
Down on my end of the racetrack. We'll see if
well, I usually share about half of a hot dog total with Thor, so.
Uses all that speed off of the hill to make some ground, this time trying to close in on Kyle Larson.
After a pit road penalty earlier, Chase Briscoe is now in the top 10, trying to take away 7th from Larson.
So all the money we saved by getting the combo at Circle K, the soda, a hot dog, and a bag of chips, is lost on the amount that I paid for the Engelhofer.
Track superstars there going at each other down into turn number 3. Larson bottom of the racetrack. Briscoe going way up high, maybe trying to get off the cushion, so to speak, to try to close the gap on the number 5.
Meanwhile, race leader Denny Hamlin just had some trouble getting around the lap car of Cody Ware. His advantage went from 1.2 seconds down to 1 second, Brad. So again, lap traffic has been a factor all day long.
Maybe get it on.
Pick through some of it if he wants to come.
You maybe get it Spyman on Walmart too.
1.025 seconds. Hamlin's lost a couple
Heck,
of
Walmart
in that lap traffic. I don't know that Chase Elliott is necessarily catching him on power. However, I still feel like William Byron might be the one to have a strong car late. Although you mentioned Chase Briscoe, I don't know that there's enough laps, but this is impressive.
Go 1.29 over Elliott.
Well, he is currently being shown in the 6th position. Andrew, he's starting to put the pressure on Chris Buescher into 1.
He's definitely had an up and down day, but right now he's where he needs to be, and that's near the front. He tries to gain ground on Chris Buescher.
All right, here's the 4 bite.
In front of him.
Yeah, give Buescher a lot of credit, and it's been a good run for that number 17 today. Going into the corner here, Buescher goes up high in the racetrack. Ty Gibbs down at the very bottom of the racetrack here. They're going to be about side by side when they get back to the start finish.
Consecutive 4th place finishes in the last 2 weeks at both Phoenix and Circuit of the Americas for Ty Gibbs. Now he's trying to.
So we're going to get done in plenty of time for the WBC game, but it'll be a pretty quick turnaround.
That time by, it's about 5 car lengths now as they head into 1 and 2.
I'll be live about quarter till the start.
For position.
Meanwhile, here's the leader up front, Denny Hamlin, working his way finally around a couple of lap cars. Chase Elliott, a good 15, 20 cars back in that 2nd spot.
Top 4 all digging hard.
Lee Grover says the 19 may steal it.
Continues to rage as Ty Gibbs is pulled.
He's way down there, bro. He's an 8th.
Chris Buescher now can pull a bit of a draft, and they both might be catching Christopher Bell.
Yes, Ty Gibbs has reeled in Chris Buescher, and Chris Buescher has reeled in Christopher Bell. Buescher in the middle group. In front of him, Christopher Bell down low.
It's go time, show time here in Vegas. If you got anything, you got to put it out on the table right now. And Chris Buescher doing all he can to hold off Ty Gibbs. Gibbs at the bottom of the racetrack. He's going to try to work it up off
Circle K.
They'll be side by side.
18 to go. All 36 cars that started this race are on the track still. Ty Gibbs now door to door with Chris Buescher. It's a battle for 5th into 1.
They're wheel to wheel for 5th position. Ty Gibbs down low. Chris Buescher uses the middle group of the
Val's
racetrack.
working it today.
Gibbs inches in front
What
of
you
him.
been up to all day, Theo?
He's a hard man to pass.
Yeah, semifinal tonight, DG.
Ty Gibbs is finding out why right now. He works as hard as he can to the top side of the racetrack. Gibbs down at the bottom of the racetrack. Gibbs this time, though, has got the advantage.
Yeah, rocketed on the bottom of the racetrack, now able to slide up in front of Chris Buescher. Meanwhile, we're watching Chase Elliott. Andrew, he's trying to pick his way through lap traffic, 1 second behind Denny Hamlin.
He just got around the lap car of Ty Dillon. Now he has to get around the lap car of Cody Ware, and then he can set his sights on Denny Hamlin.
Denny Hamlin, for my money, is the guy with the best chance. When he's got the lead, he is hard to beat. Right now in the middle of 3 and 4, Hamlin standing back up on the throttle. Chase Elliott can see him, but can he catch him?
16 laps to go.
All right, Chad, I'm dropping the link for the baseball stream in the chat.
Behind Chase Elliott, you got William Byron, but Ty Dillon.
I'd appreciate y'all going over there and
can almost breathe a temporary sigh of
what is
relief
going on
because
here?
There are not a lot of lap cars in front of him.
I'd appreciate y'all going over there and turning on notifications so you know when I go live.
Visually, not out of this quite yet. Bottom of the racetrack, that's where you see Hamlin. And Elliott also using the very bottom of the racetrack as well.
Hamlin, Elliott, Byron with 15 laps to go. We'll take a peek a little bit further back. Now Chase Briscoe is caught. Kyle Larson jumps down below the apron. This is the battle for the
54 up to 5th.
Briscoe was just on Larson's outside. Now he's on his inside and makes little work of Kyle Larson. Move Chase Briscoe 1 spot further closer.
Come on, y'all. I just need 6 more subscribers. 6 more subscribers for 31.8.
Larson now down the Nellis straightaway. He'll see if he can get perhaps one more. Larson not letting him go, though, working hard on the bottom of the racetrack.
Great battle with Chase Briscoe all the way up at the top. He takes momentum. He clears Kyle Larson. 14 laps to go here in Vegas.
Chase Briscoe has been really good on that top side of the racetrack. Now he runs the middle groove. Kyle Larson tries to reel him back in, but Chase Briscoe has about 2 car lengths still on Kyle Larson.
Here's the leader, Hamlin, middle of turns 3 and 4. A long way back to Chase Elliott. William Byron is right there. Then you've got Chris Bell off the corner. Then it is Kyle Larson.
Yeah, bad news for Denny Hamlin. He's still got 13 laps to go. Good news, Andrew, that lead has ballooned up to 1.5 seconds.
It has, and the lap car of Cody Ware is still in
Toyota, Chevy, Toyota, your top 5 now.
Frankly, hasn't made a whole lot of ground on Cody Ware.
Not a 2-car battle in that top 5 at the moment. Everybody trying to get all they can get out of their cars and try to make up any ground they possibly can. Here's the leader once again off the corner.
Last time in Las Vegas, Denny Hamlin earned his 60th career victory. He's going for number 61. He enjoys a 1.5 second advantage back to 1.
Yeah, and Denny Hamlin is just setting sail right now, trying to maintain his lead over Chase Elliott. He runs the middle groove of the racetrack, looking really good for driver number 11, the Denny Hamlin.
Denny Hamlin under the big flag and the Nellis straightaway. Down the backstretch he goes, down to the bottom of the corner.
Don't think they're going to catch him, y'all.
Solid down here in 3 and 4 in the very bottom of the racetrack.
And we're starting to see the drivers running 2nd, 3rd, 4th. Elliott, Byron, and Bell. They're starting to search around the racetrack. Andrew, they're getting desperate with 11 laps to go here in Vegas.
What you have to do here in Las Vegas is when you can't make up ground, that's where you have to search for speed. Chase Elliott running in 2nd is down low, so is William Byron.
We going to get a caution before the end, chat? What do you think?
All running the bottom groove of the racetrack.
Well, Denny Hamlin knows he's been here a lot at this racetrack. You don't take the hats to victory lane yet. You still got to dodge perhaps a caution flag between here and there. Right now, though, looking good back to the stripe.
10 laps to go in the
My family-loving heart wants Hamlin to win, but my NASCAR love can't stand him.
Ty Gibbs are your top 5 as they head.
Kelly Jones says Chase Elliott is my man.
Mislead so far today at Las Vegas. Oh, he has just been so good here this afternoon, rallying back from issues early.
Hamlin down the Nellis straightaway once again. No pressure from behind whatsoever.
The Thor bite.
Elliott doing all he can back there in that 2nd spot. No pressure on Elliott either, as William Byron is quite a ways back in that 3rd spot. Christopher Bell, though, may get close enough to challenge William Byron one more time.
Yeah, Bell starting to creep back into the top 3.
Do you think we're going to get a caution? I don't think we will.
Disadvantage about 8 car lengths in 1.
What's interesting for race leader Denny
That's the only thing going to make this interesting.
Really gap Cody Ware.
Let's be honest. Let's just be real.
Certainly has speed. He's trying to reel in William Byron.
Still got about 8 to 10 car lengths to catch Byron, but once again, Bell's car looks very good at the bottom of the racetrack. William Byron also.
There will be a caution, says Shelby.
Here in 3 and 4.
8 laps to go this time by for Denny Hamlin. He still leads the Pennzoil 400. In the back of the top 10, however, Brad Keselowski is trying to catch the back bumper of Bubba Wallace, Nick. I've been watching Keselowski on the move.
Yeah, he is closing within a car length of Bubba Wallace. That battle, Andrew, is in turn 1.
Yeah, Brad Keselowski was in.
Yeah, it would, Wilson. Yeah, it would.
To the low side of Bubba Wallace, trying to reel in Bubba Wallace, and he's about a car length behind him.
See what Brad K might be able to do down here on this end of the racetrack in 3 and 4. Keselowski also, his car likes the high side of the racetrack out near the safer barrier, trying to close the distance.
Most 500 in the chat, y'all.
7 laps to go this time by in the Pennzoil 400. This could be a big one for RFK.
Bunch him back up, says Lee.
The top 10. Bubba Wallace, however, starting to.
Hey, I'm not saying I wish there was one, to be honest with you, but
Good run, looking for RFK to rebound after a tough
I'd like him to stack them up.
Bubba Wallace is going to be able to draw close on his teammate Tyler Reddick in front of him as well.
Brad K getting right to the bumper of Wallace now, goes high up into the corner here in 3 and 4. Wallace just a lane off of the bottom of the racetrack as he challenges for that spot.
They are both trying to track down Tyler Reddick, who opened the season with 3 straight wins. Reddick having a pedestrian 9th place run today. All the action, though, Andrew, right behind him.
Brad Keselowski is searching for speed anywhere he can. He looks to the middle groove. Bubba Wallace tries to shut the door. An arrow block from Bubba Wallace to keep Brad Keselowski behind him.
Wallace is going to catch his teammate again, it looks like, down the backstretch. That being Tyler Reddick. Wallace is going to go upstairs this time and take that lane away from
Okay, I already answered that question, Blue Jays.
5 to go. Chase Elliott's catching leader Denny Hamlin.
He certainly is. He has finally gotten around Cody Ware, and I think that's what Chase Elliott needed. The question is, does Chase Elliott have enough time to catch
Just
the race
3 to
leader?
go.
Chase Elliott can see him, but can he catch him? Down into the corner. Here goes number 11, Denny Hamlin. Midway through the corner. Let's call it 12 car lengths back to second place, Chase Elliott.
It was 1.4 seconds. Chase Elliott has carved it into half. It's down to 0.7 of a second, Andrew, with just 4 laps to go.
You can't blame lap traffic either. Denny Hamlin has a relatively clear track in front of him. Chase Elliott in the low group. Denny Hamlin in the middle. Chase Elliott starts to close in on Denny Hamlin.
Denny Hamlin suddenly has a reason to take that right foot just a little further through the floorboard. Down into turns 3 and 4 he goes. The gap is changing between first and second. Here's Hamlin off the corner.
3 laps to go. We're counting it in tenths of a second. Pretty soon it's going to be car lengths. Denny Hamlin leads at Las Vegas. Chase Elliott now catching.
Is 3 laps going to be enough for Chase Elliott? Call it about 10 car lengths.
3 to go.
You said, Brad. Denny Hamlin in the middle group. Chase Elliott down low, trying to reel in Denny Hamlin on the back straightaway.
Chase Elliott is trying to make a race out of it here in Vegas. Down the Nellis straightaway they go, into the corner. Elliott to the very bottom of the racetrack. Once again, Hamlin managing about an 8-car lead.
Both of those cars buried to the bottom in turns 3 and 4. At the stripe with 2 to go. Chase
Wilson,
Elliott's got
true.
it down to 5 car lengths.
There's certainly a lap car in front of Denny Hamlin that could be making things interesting. Denny now goes down low to block the air of Chase Elliott. He's starting to change his line. Denny Hamlin down the back straightaway.
Hamlin now has got A.J. Allmendinger right in front of him. He's going to have to make quick work of him. Elliott, he cannot miss this at all. To the bottom of the racetrack goes Hamlin. Elliott is there. He's got about 4 car lengths off the leader.
White
Holy
flag
crap.
in the air. Denny Hamlin has A.J. Allmendinger separating him from Chase Elliott. Allmendinger goes low. He's not going to get in the middle of the lead battle.
Chase Elliott goes around Allmendinger one final time for Denny Hamlin, and Chase Elliott
All right, Carmen.
pull things out. Denny in the middle groove trying to cash in here in Las Vegas, but Chase Elliott is behind him.
Hamlin has got the lead by about 5 car lengths down the Nellis straightaway. Elliott is there but can't get close enough to make a move. Here's Denny Hamlin in Vegas headed to the checkered flag.
The gap is 4 to 5 car lengths. Denny Hamlin strong off.
Not
of
gonna
turn
get him.
4. He'll see the checkered flag. Denny Hamlin wins in Las Vegas, scoring the victory in the Pennzoil 400.
Back-to-back wins for Denny Hamlin, number 61 in his career, Nick.
Yeah, and an emotional one.
Oh, Hamlin repeats at Las Vegas.
Trying the lawsuit with NASCAR, the tragic loss of his father. What a day for Denny Hamlin, getting it done so strong. Chase Elliott closing, simply didn't have enough in the closing laps.
It'll definitely be a big celebration tonight. Chase Elliott comes home the runner-up. William Byron finishes 3rd. 4th was Christopher Bell.
Denny Hamlin wins at Las Vegas.
With the headset on, streaming live from the dusk till the early dawn. Beside him is the boss, the CEO in command. His wife keeps it steady, the best in the land. And don't forget the general Thor's on the beat. 4-legged
Go through the field on my right, your left.
In the draft, in the turn, watching every single gallon of the high octane burn. Valhalla Sports Talk, yeah, we're riding the wall. Berserkers in the front, we're standing tall. Be homies represent, let the engines roar. We're kicking down the gates and we're breaking the door. From the infield party to the checkered flag, got the winner circle spirit in the victory bag. Valhalla Sports Talk.
Appreciate it, Billy. Appreciate it, Billy. SVG finishes in dead last, chat. With the fastest of the big track toys, fried chicken, barbecue, and the smell of the tire. Valhalla's got the channel setting spirits on fire. White flag waving, one lap to go. Heartbeat racing, put on a show. Rubbing his racing. Sounds good. GG, sound good. So I'm going to log off, chat, and I'll be back up in about 45 minutes for USA versus Dominican Republic. All right, last bite for Thor, y'all.
He's diving to the inside, clearing the pack, leaving all the rivals on the back of the track. Across the start.
Well, let me close out betting.
Valhalla's name etched in the hall of the flame. Burnouts in the grass, hey. Smoke filling the air. Hey. Another NASCAR win. Hey. Nothing else can compare. Victory is ours.
All right, so even without hotkeys, y'all, we managed to make it a show. We managed to make it a show, something different here on YouTube. We're going to end up with 14,000 views. I think our high in the chat was like 400. I think I'm going to be just short of that. Oh, no, I hit it. 31,803. Oh, wait, we got some drama on pit road here. Chastain and Suarez, teammates last year. Debbie Lane. Debbie Lane, did you just member up? Yeah, she did. Let's go. Debbie Lane members up. Appreciate it. Oh, wrong one.
Thank you for your support.
Appreciate it, Debbie Lane. Yeah, Blaney did win last week. They're talking about Hamlin won at Vegas last year. 2 in a row at Vegas. Thank you, Debbie Lane. All right, let me update this subscriber count before I log off. All right, Denny's little daughter comes and greets him at the start-finish line. The other one lost her chonglas. New subscriber count, 31,805. New V-Homie count, 510. Third win at Las Vegas, second in a row. Cool dude says, good race. Thanks for the stream, says Hard Nose. So whoever So that Julie Nichols, who hasn't been here for a couple weeks now, was in the 11 car with Hamlin. Yep, USA, USA. Seeing a few, Everett. So Hamlin passes Harvick for 10th most wins in NASCAR history today. Goes into the 10 spot. So Harvick drops out of the top 10 for all-time wins. So I am, Robert. I'm going to do USA versus Dominican Republic. I'm about to log off right now, and then I'll be back up. All right, chat. So I am out of here. I'll be back up, like I said, in about, I don't know, about 30 minutes, 45 minutes. And there is the link to the baseball stream. But I'm out of here, y'all. I am out of here. Let's close the bubbles. Close the old bubbles there. We got the final results up there. And yeah, we out, y'all. Where is my car that has no motor in it? Because of OBS's sorry ass. I'm out, y'all. Peace. I'm going to go down here and find the webcam real fast.
The sun is beating down on the asphalt plains. 40,000 horses pulling on the reins. I can feel the rumble in the hollow of my chest. Today we put the metal and the spirit to the test. Mechanics in the pit with the grease on their hands. A sea of colors rising in the crowded stands. The green flag drops and the world goes blurred. The loudest thunder that you ever have heard. It's a high-speed chase for a crown of gold. Stories of the legends that have yet to be told. Banked on the edge where the rubber meets the bone. Fighting for the lead and the glory alone. Left turn, living at 200 per hour. Chasing down the dream and the engine power. Chasing down the dream and the engine power.
Thank you to the Berserkers, the V homies, and the moderators.
Drafting on the bumper of the number 3. Looking for a gap that the others can't see. Paint color swapping on the back stretch run. Getting real hot underneath the southern sun. My vision is a tunnel and my heart is a drum. Waiting for the moment when the openings come. I'm white knuckle tied on the carbon fiber wheel. Guided by the spirit and the strength of the steel. It's a high-speed chase for a crown of gold. Stories of the legends that have yet to be told. Banked on the edge where the rubber meets the bone. Fighting for the lead and the glory alone. Left turn, living at 200 per hour. Chasing down the dream and the engine power. Chasing down the dream and the engine power. the bonfire.